factor in here and get underway then. So, last time, some things happened in this role-playing. Some things that I'm willing to bet several of you didn't happen or are very glad happened. Let's start with the parts you probably find unfortunate. Namely, the feds. After the strange series of events, most of which caused by the three mages here, the federal government decided to start looking in. And when I say the federal government, I mean monster hunters. What vampires would call the Second Inquisition. Specifically, the FBI's SAD division. Which, if I remember correctly, is Special Affairs Division?
Yeah.
After taking over parts of the local police department and blowing up one of our mage's vampire contacts, they've begun a on-the-boots investigation, thus far interrogating 2 out of 3 of our mages about their involvement in various strange goings-on. They don't seem to know exactly the full picture of it, but they know enough to be a problem. And it's a problem that doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon. In addition to that, Eleanor has taken it upon herself to turn a vat of pure distilled creation in her basement and turn it into some sort of a strange primal energy bomb thing? She compressed all of the energy, all of the forces within her home over the course of about an hour into something that could fit into the palm of her hand.
I thought it took 2.5 hours.
It did, but the compressing of all the energy I thought was only about an hour.
Everything else was prep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was an hour and a half of prep. You know, designing this strange, building annihilating super bomb that's going to hit with the force of a nuclear explosion. And
I think it'll be fine.
just, you know, don't be near it when it goes off. And maybe, yeah, could work. Who knows? And sort of sneaking it in at the end of last session, Yana had a conversation with another Glowy.
He's our Glowy. We have to adopted him.
Agent Willard. And kind of passively convinced him not to flip on the party, in that he was going to flip on the party at her earnest pleas for cooperation and accidental drop of some crucial lore information he didn't have made him understand that the potential force of incredible annihilation he was after was just the wrong target this entire time. Oh, right. Also, the horrible, rot, mummy, racist, sexist monster is still imprisoned in a box underneath a local building, trying to get out. The strange man made out of TV static is around. You know where he is.
Yeah.
Stella has a date with the werewolf.
Fishing date.
Yeah. And the corporate werewolves and the other former player character are doing something in the industrial park after a raid tore it down. Am I missing anything obvious here that should be recapped?
I think that's all that happened last session. That's all that's in my notes.
Yeah. Well, with all that said, I'm going to turn it over to you, my mages. It's, I believe, somewhere around 10 p.m. on a Friday. Oh, yes, no, the epic emoji conversation that ended with Stella saying fuck it and sending a psychic blast into Yana's head to just have a conversation like adults.
And now the woman who hates phone calls hates something else more than phone calls.
We need
And
art
is
of that.
very upset.
We so need art of that. It'd be so funny.
Oh, right. Also, Uncle Baki is still looking into alternative ways to kill a mummy, I think.
Yeah, but I gotta call Thea today. I gotta call Thea.
And you both, and both Stella and Yana and Elenore all have a different regular mortal looking into exploiting crypto and credit cards for them.
Because a mage has gotta eat. And would prefer to eat steak.
Yeah, we didn't save all these motherfuckers just to die of starvation ourselves.
Look, if you're gonna kill a corporate executive sack of dog shit and his crypto bro financer, you might as well rob them.
Yeah.
You might as well.
It's just gonna go to the rest of the douchebags otherwise, so might as well give it to a good cause. The one that killed them.
Yes.
It's a labor fee.
Hey, look, they love adding extra fees.
This
They
was
wanted
our
this to
fee.
happen. I'll turn things over to you all. It's currently sometime in the evening on I think it's like the first Friday of the month.
Friday.
October?
Yeah, it is Friday.
Hold on, it's not. It's 2022, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think you said it in 2022, yeah. After COVID.
Yeah, it's Friday the 7th, 2022. So, do with that what you will.
I might have to ask to go first so I can cold call Elenore.
I actually need to have a talk with Elenore that I think would happen before then.
Okay,
I'm in trouble.
No. You're fine.
Made the entire house freezing cold. Shook it. Maybe took the power out in right after my phone call. It's been a day. Cause yeah,
Okay,
I
so
need
this
to.
is the yelling moment when she shows up dripping wet and it's just like, what was that?
Yeah, it's the hi, I have the coming up and expecting to get yelled at, and instead you have Yana like looking at her phone with the distinct distaste of having just gotten off of it.
Of swallowing a lemon whole.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere in the
I did the
building,
calling
there's
this
a
time.
bonobo freaking the fuck out.
Oh, right, that's what we were doing. I was calming down Turo. That was how last session ended. I calmed down Turo after, ice cold power went out, bonobo screeching. So it would be me sitting on the couch with a bonobo probably watching cooking programs. They're his happy place.
Basically.
Anthony Bourdain is my happy place too.
It's, yeah, right? Like, listen, everybody's more calm this way.
Okay, it's just like the show says, just have no expectations. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, life is unknowable.
I know nothing is normal. I've accepted that, but like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I wasn't exactly expecting the freeze out either. The power outage I was, which maybe we should have warned you about.
I could have been using the toaster oven or like any electronic devices. They should give me a heads up on this shit.
You're right, we should. I'll talk to Elenore about it when Eleanor's done, okay?
Okay. I'm gonna go see if the burner is on and make some tea.
Okay. It should be. I think it's gas.
Her oven is definitely gas. She has like one of those like really spiffy ranges.
Yeah, this house hasn't seen an upgrade since the 50s. Except me.
Yeah, but it's also it's like ceramic coated, so instead of being like the black iron range, it's like this pretty forest green with copper feet and stuff.
Yeah, right. I used to have a fridge that matched it, and then you had to upgrade the fridge.
Yeah,
I remember that
was a
detail.
1954 Frigadier. Frigid air, whatever you call it.
A loss.
It's still on the back porch.
Yep.
Oh my god, I can fix it.
I was
Oh
gonna
my
say
God,
we
I
could
can fix it.
probably make that work through magic at this point.
Your dad definitely wanted that to be a project before he mysteriously disappeared. And it's just
Yeah.
like if you had more than a small backyard, you'd definitely have a shed full of antique stuff and wetsits that were half.
No, it's like
repairs.
literally on the back porch. Like if you swing the door open, you hit it.
And
I only
nobody
know that as an
asked.
example because my grandparents had that with an old fridge.
Well, I mean, when the garage fridge serves you for so many years, you can't just get rid of it. It's a friend at that point.
That's also one of those ones that's just like, they don't make them like this anymore. Getting rid of it is a loss to history.
So I'm assuming this is around when Eleanor comes up, covered in sweat.
Absolutely. Button down. All three of them. Hair's tied up. Shit's gross.
Yeah, so you're definitely getting the, like, sucking in through the teeth. There is a problem stare.
She's probably like untying her hair and then notices you staring and just goes, "Is there a problem?"
So we didn't warn the bonobo what you were about to do.
Why? What happened?
He freaked out a little bit. He didn't break anything, but he's a little upset.
No, why did he freak out?
I was in the middle of one of my stories, thank you very much.
Well, you kind of made the entire house shake and then the power cut out.
Oh.
With no warning to the super-powered, cybernetically enhanced ape living in our house. Your house. Our house? I basically live here. Our house.
I'd ask you to pay rent, but at this point, I don't think it matters.
I don't even think I have money. And I don't think money matters anymore. Which really, really makes going to college feel like a massive waste of my time.
We'll pay off those loans and you won't have to worry about it. But do you want to see what I made?
Yes. But first, I had a call with Willard. Do you want the good news or the bad news? First.
Is the bad news that he's dead or is that the good news?
He's not dead. Leo Moore is dead, and that's the good news.
She like makes the face of like trying, basically just held back glee. And the two Fluffinors next to her both turn around and giggle.
And I can also tell you that it was unpleasant and sustained.
You know what? It's what he deserved. I'm fine with
really
that.
Is. The bad news is we needed information out of his head. The good news is I have gotten Willard to agree to allow us to get that information out of his head. And the bad news is in exchange he wants to talk to your patron.
Okay.
I can explain that there was an entire thing about them losing the war, and that the worst variant of what he is winning, and that he didn't realize that all of the magic stuff that is actually making all of this work wasn't done by the asshole in the casket, but the ghost outside of it. And that he was maybe planning on opening the casket before I was able to convince him otherwise, and that what he needs is your patron's ability to reverse engineer magic to be able to figure out how to get in contact with the moon again and maybe stop all of the anti-science, weird cult stuff and conspiracy stuff going on. But for the most part, what this really is about is that the only way we're getting rid of the thing in the casket is if I can get the method for how they put the souls in jars. And the only person we know outside of Basone who is now a brick had it is Leo. Mr. Bismarck himself.
Okay, so I'm not exactly comfortable either bringing him here or bringing him to the museum, and I doubt she will be either.
We've been able to move her, so I figure we can figure out a neutral location. And he, as far as I'm aware, can't talk to ghosts, so I'm just gonna work as medium. I did make him promise not to do anything to her.
Okay. But can we take
I
him to
know.
the most embarrassing place possible?
Sure.
Funlands?
Funland. That's what I figured. Damn it, it's too bad we can't get like a clown for a birthday party or something. More time and better methods. Anyway, now take me to go see what you made.
She like steps back down the hall and swings the door open. I'm half imagining a cartoony just like opens the door. It's just a bright yellow light. Just, oh!
Kind of. There
Yeah,
is
what does it look like?
I believe we settled on it's a like softball size of ball of strange, slowly swirly, vibrating light and shadow that seems to have an almost ethereal hum about it. As
Ooh.
this,
If you listen too closely to it, it basically sounds like the orchestral song that she was playing. Just
that's
really, really quietly.
yeah, just the
Oh.
tiniest leak of an entire orchestra going on inside of it. Like you're hearing it through several walls. Pitched down and slowed.
Damn.
Like
I knew it was gonna be-
orchestra.
I knew it was going to be intense. I didn't expect it to be flashy.
This baby could knock out the entire city block. No
Yeah,
survivors.
We're going to hope it doesn't have to. How stable is it?
Stable enough? It only has one trigger.
So it could sit here in perpetuity if it turns out we don't need it? Or are
Maybe.
we
If
just...
we don't need it, I'll probably turn it into something else.
I mean, obviously. Well,
It needs an
it'd be a-
electric bill when you have a miniature nuclear reactor that could probably power my house for the next fucking millennia.
True. Wonder if you could connect it somehow to the protections you put in place. Other time. Other things to worry about right now. Okay, I got a lead on how to maybe deal with our man with the box without having to explode an entire city block. Bad news is we're going to have to deal with this problem no matter which way we choose to get rid of him. Because there are two boxes.
This one, and she like points over her shoulder through the co-location wall. And
And one in the Shadowlands. In the Ghost Realm.
oh,
That's how she's been keeping him there.
and they're not. I don't know what the word is. Spatially tied to each other. Astrally tied to
are.
each other.
They are spatially tied to each other, but the Shadowlands doesn't like to sit still. So the magic is mostly just keeping the area of the Shadowlands he's co-located to in one spot. That means if we're going to move him, we have to move both, and we have to move both at the same time.
Okay. So
And they
if I
have to
move
end up
this
in the
one,
same location.
The other one is not going to move.
Yeah. If that one moves, the other one's not going to move. The two will split off from each other, and now he's free.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's complicated. I'm figuring we can use some amount of your co-location and my ability with hopefully Thea's help to go through the Shadowlands to create a bridge where we can move at the same time, possibly using co-location to go to the exact same spot, but it's gonna be dicey. Even a few feet off and he gets out, which is why I want the jar. So that if he does anything funny, I'll have somewhere to stuff him, since I'll be dealing with the soul end and you'll be dealing with the physical end.
Okay.
I'm
are you
assuming we
gonna
could
move
just
it
fight our
in the
problems.
Shadow realms? Is it going to be as heavy as it is here? She squints at it. Concrete?
I don't know what it's going to be like in the Shadowlands. Materials don't work the same way there. It's so much more about will and memory and multiple realities collapsing in on themselves. My thought is that if we can get it that we can co-locate to the same place, then all we need is for me to be able to be the spot that you use to move both. You have a pin in me after all. I don't see why that pin wouldn't work in the Shadowlands.
I couldn't give you a definitive answer. Never tested it.
Yeah, I know. That's going to be the hard part. We're going to absolutely have to test some of this stuff, which is why I need to call Thea. She knows more about this than anybody else I know. She'll have some answers for us on how the hell to do this. It may be as simple as just making sure we have a landing zone.
You're both entitled to a wit's alertness.
Okay.
Get out of here, Turo. Does one step ahead count?
Not really.
Okay. Difficulty.
Difficulty 6. Wit's awareness would also be fine here.
Does magic count?
No.
Same either way for me.
Ooh. Wow.
3
7
successes.
successes.
Well, you both notice, Eleanor, you have like bits of paper and like a pen down here for your calculations to make this thing, right?
Yeah.
You both notice...
She very obviously went from the tiny notebook she was sketching on to just straight up the fucking walls.
You both notice one of the pieces of paper Eleanor was writing on flip over and a pen levitate off of a table and start writing something down.
Oh boy. She goes over next to it and just waits for the sketching to stop.
The sketching stops, the pen goes down, and you see written on the sheet of paper, an intriguing idea. It is reckless in the extreme.
That's what we do, is reckless in the
leaving
extreme.
it as it is.
I'm gonna turn on Spirit's Mate.
You do so.
She like places a hand just kind of under the hovering orb.
No, I don't.
Oh.
It's not a
no, that's a
botch.
fail. Not a
Yeah,
botch,
it's
but
just a fail. So I'm gonna have to do it again.
Is that not one success? I thought it was because Spirit Sight's 1. Isn't the difficulty 4?
It's 5.
It's 5.
Unless
okay.
she has tools that have been eliminated from her required practice in that one.
Yeah, which I do not have. Second one works.
Second one works. So the pen lifts up and starts writing again, and then you can actually see Amanda Hawthorne actively writing.
If this is on the floor, is she just like hunched over, like on her knees?
No, she's proper and dignified like that. She has lifted the piece of paper and pressed it against the wall. One does not hunch.
I grab Eleanor's hand.
You
Here,
can
look.
stop writing.
We can talk a lot faster this way.
Ah, of course. I was wondering when you two would do it. No, you... I'm aware of your cavalier attitude towards these sorts of things, and how you have admittedly gotten a fair amount of work done, not without attracting attention. She looks at the hole in reality between the two basements.
I had to keep an eye on it somehow.
Oh no, it's not the hole I'm pondering, it's the man harassing my major domo.
We handled him. Quite well, I think.
Yes, you are very good at putting out fires. and starting more smaller fires.
That's Stella. I wouldn't consider myself much of a firebug.
The metaphor, darling, it's... Oh, you're a little bit slapdash.
We do have a reality-destroying creature in a box that we're dealing with. We're not exactly in the ability to be super stealthy and careful right now, if you haven't noticed.
You have the ability to bend reality to your will, and you've been using it quite extensively. You could be taking steps to buy yourselves more time.
Buying ourselves more time is only allowing more fuel to level under the fire. I would rather get this thing taken care of and kick it off to another generation.
I have not the ability nor resources to stop you all, and I respect Miss Barnes as someone I've had a hand in for years to understand my methodology and my trepidation. I just ask that before you undo the only thing keeping that thing restrained, that you cross every T and dot every I possible. I still don't approve of what you're doing, but I'd rather not have you yank the one platform keeping the bomb above a fire pit out from under us all.
That is the plan, and I do understand your trepidation, because if we get this wrong, it's bad for everybody, including us. So trust me, we're taking every precaution we can. We would just prefer to also not have to destroy your house in the attempts to destroy him. So we're trying to figure out the best methodology that doesn't involve destroying yet another wanton piece of public property, and also doesn't end up with his soul getting out of alignment with his body.
Miss Cahal, I could care less about my abode if the only piece of business binding me to this mortal reality is taken care of.
Yeah, but I don't want more of the agent who showed up at the house today. I understand this would be the end of your problems, but it would be the start of ours, I think, if we blew up yet another building.
I'm still trying to figure out if I'm actually concerned about the US government or not anymore.
Well, your taxes have been paid.
Thank you. I still don't understand how they work. I have pot hose outside my house, so they're obviously not using it for fucking anything useful.
I don't think anybody understands how taxes work or what they go to. I know economics students who don't know what the hell they do.
My understanding in the past and the future is it went to military spending.
I'm pretty sure it still is.
Makes sense. That makes sense. And also probably to re-election campaigns. Okay, so all that being said, I promise I'm dotting every I, talking to every specialist I know, talking to specialists I don't know, talking to people I don't like, to try and make sure that if we move this thing so that he can become another brick in the wall, literally, things don't go awry. And worst comes to worst, we have that. And I gesture over at Eleanor's bomb. So plan B is well at hand.
Well, I have no doubt that could shred his soul. Well, I have no doubt that could shred his soul. That's about the end of that thought.
Yeah. So, at the very least, if we can't figure out a way to make this work, well, we're just going to unfortunately lose a piece of local history.
Where do you plan on detonating it?
And that depends on if we can figure out how to move the box, or if we can move the box at all. If we can't move the box at all, obviously you've set our stage for us. If we can move the box, but we can't move it all the way out for him to be turned into another brick in the wall, literal, we were considering either in the dead corpse of trees out near the weird possessed cabin, or possibly the Hardy Hearth factory, considering that's already been kind of burned to the ground and is on decent standing. it'll depend on how much, if at all, we can move the box. My hope is we won't have to use it at all.
I meant on a metaphysical level. Which side of the gauntlet?
Okay. So as far as I understand it, we can only use this to destroy the body. It won't actually destroy the soul. I or someone similar would need to be on the other side ready with one of these fancy little soul jars that will then grab him.
I was not fully understanding the methodology by which Miss Barnes used to create this, but it could probably very gravely harm human soul.
The problem is, from what I understand, the body is regenerating and will somewhat regenerate the soul. If it's not, they're very complicated in how they work. So we'd probably have to do something similar at the same time. I wonder if we could maybe detonate it on both sides.
Possibly. Just one thing that you may not have noticed going through my notes.
Oh, yeah.
The casket. It is heavily magically reinforced and a magical artifact of its own right.
Yes.
A self-repairing, entropic, reinforced matter containment unit. It would likely absorb a great deal of the blast.
Oh, we were figuring if we were going to have to kill him, we would probably have to open the box first. At least use plan B.
If that is the method, yes, opening the box first would likely be the correct path. I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not happy about it either. Not exactly the way I wanted this to go down, but all nods to your work. You've not given us much other options. You did build this lead prison very, very well.
At the time of its design, I did quite like the fellow.
Yeah.
Then
Funny how they wear on you.
Funny how, what's the term they use now? Gaslighting works.
Yeah. Too bad for him that he was an idiot and thought that you couldn't actually figure it out. Or this would have been a way bigger problem way sooner.
I hope you understand that... Well, you have no doubt that I understand that this is my fault. And that I'm cooperating you with this to some extent. Because I'm trying to clean up my own.
I don't really consider this your fault. It's more like when a mess gets dropped in your lap. You're not just going to sit there and not clean it. And we're really lucky that you did. Or again, this would have been a way bigger problem. You've done a lot to make sure that this didn't get worse. And bought everyone here a lot of time. I just wish other people had realized what was happening sooner so it wouldn't have come so down to the wire. But that's not your fault. It's his fault. And that's why we're going to blow him up with the bomb.
I still think containment is the best option. But... She can't help but glance over in your direction, Eleanor. That has also had its fair share of tap.
Hmm? I'm sorry, I can't figure out what she's insinuating. That's just me, because my brain's empty.
She'll add, simply, I do ask that you survive this, Miss Barnes. I'd hate to be responsible for the death of a bloodline.
I'm fairly confident I will. Fairly.
Mostly.
But that, she like side-eyes the bomb she made. That just kind of scared me.
Yeah. I don't even know if there's like a reasonable distance we need to be from it before it goes off. We might have to figure out how to remote open the box. So here's hoping plan A works, because plan A is way less possibly damaging to our theoretical futures.
It's not an uncommon feeling in this lifestyle, this state of enlightenment, to grapple with the abject horror of a thing you've created. To realize that God could, in fact, make a stone that they can't lift.
And on that horrifying thought, I'm gonna go make a phone call.
Okay.
You two good? You need to keep talking? Anything that
She like
needs to
just
be...
raises an eyebrow and looks at Amanda.
Unless there is more you wish to interrogate me about, I think I've had enough existential dread for the evening.
Me too. Too bad I have to, make this phone call. Have a wonderful evening, Miss Barnes. Miss Hawthorne, I'm very sorry that we're having to take this methodology. I promise you we will do it as safely as possible. Eleanor, I'm gonna go call my aunt.
Do
I'm
give
gonna
us
go
some
take a
heads
shower.
up so I couldn't have the actual valuable artifacts removed from the building?
If we're gonna have to do the bomb, I'll let you know.
It's just an option and it's ready to go.
And luckily
That's
now
it.
we're not gonna have to use it out of nowhere. I hope no one else is trying to open this box. I'm so tired of the let's all touch the MacGuffin. And at that, she's starting to go upstairs.
Unless you locked hands with Eleanor on the way up, Miss Barnes...
No, she's just gonna let her go and just let go of the hand as she goes.
Yeah, Miss Hawthorne vanishes from sight as she is, no longer having a spell actively applied to you to see her.
As, yeah, and you can hear Yana, she's going upstairs. Oh yeah, let's all touch the cursed sarcophagus. I'm sure the thing in the cursed sarcophagus isn't going to hurt anybody. Yeah, surely we didn't throw him in there for almost 100 years for no fucking reason. And then the sound fades out as she gets all the way upstairs.
Getting more and more frazzled as the sentence goes on. Well done.
All right, now Stella can make her phone.
There's a slight problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
When I DM'd you about the idea of using the factory, that was what I was going to call her about. Like, Eleanor, can you go check and see if it's actually clear?
I think you can have the same thought. We could have both had the same thought because we did have the mental call. So yeah, just check in. Make her go do something about it.
I think I'll be nice and just text her first. Eleanor, can I call you?
Her phone's probably upstairs.
Learning
And it
the
does, like the
Gen
vibrate
Z.
thing. It's probably like the coffee table in the living room.
That means Turo finds it.
Yep, actually.
Business.
That means
Text
Turo
massage.
finds it.
You just get the
You guys have not taught Turo proper text message and cell phone etiquette, so he does pick it up.
No, we
Eleanor,
have
as you're
not.
going up the stairs to go have a shower, Turo just lifts up your phone. Hey, Sarah wants to talk to you.
all right.
The text message, so he just holds you the text message.
He's just holding it up to me. Thanks, Turo. And then she like looks at it and she's like, she has this moment of like, I'm not Ayana, and then just hits the call button.
Hello?
You needed me?
I have a favor to ask in regards to our location problem.
Which location? The
The,
box's location? My
Oh shit,
location?
oh fuck, blow up location, that location.
I don't have a direct answer. Ayana was the one who was planning that party.
Well, could you check where, the other, like B team, if we were A team, they were B team, where they went and see if it's in use? Because that's a nice big, technically unoccupied spot that no one's going to miss if it goes kaplooey.
I gotcha.
Because I'd have to
I can
walk
take a
to the
peep
other
in a
side of
minute.
town. Thank you, because if no one's using it, it's a really good spot, but I don't have eyes on it. And you know where it is.
I wouldn't doubt if they're demoing the whole place.
Well, it's not a bad spot then.
Wasn't that what they were doing on the news yesterday?
I think they were inspecting the other demoed place that got demoed, if you know what I mean.
All right. I'll give you a call back in like 20 minutes.
Can you hold off on that? I need to inconspicuously go somewhere.
Are you asking me for an Uber?
I can get there on foot. I'm not gonna have you waste magic like that. Besides, leg day. Leg week month, for fucking hell.
Cardio's not much of a leg day.
I feel my fucking legs. I've got to go cross town again.
Okay. What do you need me for this?
No, I was just asking if you could check in the site if it would be suitable for what Yana wants to do. That was it.
That's it? You just want me to check the B team?
Yeah, just check if it's a good spot, because if no one's using it and it's still just there, I think it's got enough radius of what we'd need. It sounded pretty damn big.
Okay. I'll call you back in 20 minutes.
I'll let you know when I'm home.
Fine. She hangs up and then just goes back to the basement. Ugh. I'm starting to get clammy. I think I'm past clammy. Oh yeah, well past clammy.
Steak mode.
Ugh.
Ew.
All right, Hectic. It's snooping time. She snooped on the factory before, so she knows where it is.
Yep. Uh-huh. That's gonna be, I think, correspondence 3. No, 2? 2 from what
2?
I believe.
Yes. Which means what? Difficulty 6?
Yes.
She's in the sanctum. She is technically within the circles that she's made in the basement, but I guess that was made for something else, so it makes sense that doesn't count. Damn. 2 successes.
Successes? You get some time to scout the place out. I'm just
She just wants to see if there's like people loitering around, how much damage there is, and possibly for herself if there's more canisters of methyl quintessentialine.
So you send your vision out over there. And there are people here. A couple that you recognize. Or that we, the audience, might recognize. You recognize Tina.
Ah, fuck.
And I'm not sure if you... You know what, you've met Devin.
Yes, he was in the conference room.
So you recognize them as well as a few other people. There are... Well, there might not be members of the local police there right this second. There is police tape up. Oh, what's there right? Not at the moment. I don't think so. They're going through and inspecting the damage. There's fire damage here. This warehouse / packing thing is in terrible shape. It looks like it's been partially set on fire and had several bombs go off, and there are enormous animalistic claw marks in several surfaces. They're just walking the factory floor, talking back and forth. I'm assuming you're listening in.
Oh yeah. You don't get Eleanor stuck in a place.
Salvageable materials here, but we're going to have to do a whole gutting and refitting. We don't know how much of it's been tainted. If they spread in taint down to the roller lines? Well, the roller lines and remember the more mundane objects? Probably fine. Get a shaman to look over them, make sure there hasn't been something horrible somehow worked into the material itself. but it's still just a mostly functional packing plant. We need to go over the place where they made the horrible excuses for food. Slaughterhouse, kitchens. The bombs that were set off in the R&D department, that whole thing's a mess. We're not going to get much of value out of it once we're done scrapping everything that's not useful. If we're going to use it as a test kitchen or a lab for anything, no, we don't need a lab. The brand we have running to keep this sort of thing and keep these locals employed will not need a research and development. Just get the whole thing turned into a test kitchen. Alright. Local PD is still snooping around, getting the full scale of things, as are the insurance adjusters, but when this place goes up for public sale, we should be able to snatch it up without much issue. Good. I really did waste all of the executives at the tower. Place only had one official owner under the Hydra. Looks like they were trying to consolidate and jump up out of from under Cosley. It's convenient for us, actually. In fighting amongst the many heads. And a very clean cut. Alright. You can let the surveyors have their minds back. We are done with inspecting this area. Alright. Let's get clear before we let the right finish. They start making their way towards the exit.
I was gonna say, does she know the term right in this case probably means something similar to a spell?
Elenore could if Marin could surmise that, Elenore probably could as well.
I don't think we used the word in the
Darren
conference room,
mentioned
but
it.
I don't remember if she ever got like an explanation for the terminology.
Darren mentioned it.
I think that Darren
She probably just has an assumption that they're doing something mystical.
Yeah, I think Darren mentioned his rights when he went into the ground floor.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Okay.
Some kind of werewolf magic.
Pretty much. Because he said he could teleport us to if necessary, but it would just take him a long while with the right ride.
Yeah. Alright, then as quick as she can, she's gonna be looking for other canisters like the one that she found.
Give me a, you're trying to do this fast. Wits investigation.
Okay. Investigation. Not say magic awareness.
No, because you'd have to cast another spell to see the magical materials, and this is a mundane object packed with weird magical goo.
That's fair. Difficulty.
Okay, let's leave it at 6.
3 successes.
3 successes?
Yes, 2 7s and an 8.
Let me see if you're lucky.
Yippee!
Need a 7. That's a 2. Looking around, you do see where they were... You do find where they were, like, mixing together the various ingredients that then went into the bottle injector. And the whole thing's been ripped open. Werewolf claws, as well as something that seems to have exploded out from the inside of the machine. And all of
From the inside of the machine, uh-oh.
Yeah, and it seems that the various containers that are like the ones you have been partially embedded into walls, ripped open, spilled all over the place. You could theoretically scrape some up in a bottle, but it wouldn't be nearly as pure as the stuff you have here.
I was gonna say, that's not worth the effort.
So most of it's evaporated.
Yeah. Alright, well that plan's shot. There's one other option, but she's done at the factory.
Okay. It's about the time that your vision fades anyway.
Yeah. As soon as it does, she's gonna get up and walk over to the container of the current method quintessentially she has, and she's gonna find a manufacturer's label.
Oh, I'm not sure if it would have one, because that container was.
I was gonna say, if they're shipping it somewhere, somebody would have to like fake it for something.
No, that container was never meant to leave the factory.
Okay, so then they had to be making it in the factory. Okay, I got
They
you.
were making it on site and then bottling it with the energy drink.
I got you. Okay, that's what the R&D was for.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, she was thinking like looking in the storage room, being like, well, everything that gets shipped here has to have like labels, and they had suppliers for everything else, so why wouldn't there be a supplier for this?
Yeah,
She
no,
like walks around the barrel like 3 times trying to find a fucking label. Probably at one point like tilts it over looking to see if it's on the bottom, but she's like, oh, god damn it.
Yeah, no, that they made and then bottled it at that plant.
Well, damn. In-house products are in-house products. Guess this is all I have to work with. I think I need to start leaving a cup down here. All right, but that's all I'm doing. I guess eventually she'll wait for Stella to send her a text. She's going to take a shower.
Yeah, go get that friggin' shower.
Need that shower
I think in the
badly.
meantime that that's Darkenor was downstairs, the other 2 Elenores have been taking showers this time.
Yep.
She gets in there. Oh, god damn it, it's cold.
You gotta
Yeah,
talk to
your
you
water heater's
about
probably
saving
the
water.
replacement. Well, that and she completely ripped all of the heat out of the water heater with
That's true.
the bomb.
Oh, yeah. It's gonna take like hours for that to reheat the whole thing back up. She like gets out of the shower and looks at, oh, god damn it, the pilot light's out. Fuck.
This is when you run a bath and use some forces to heat it up instead.
No, she's too tired for that and too nasty. She would be taking a freezing cold shower.
Yeah, there is a level of covered in sweat where you do not care.
Oh, I know, unfortunately.
It's the kind of level of like you were covered in sweat and it's dried now, so you're walking around with like your arms kind of out because putting your arms down and having like your pits touch are just nasty.
And it just
It's a
sticks.
level where you just
It's a little
jump into a
sticky.
lake. It's like, fuck it, I'm going in.
Yeah.
And it's probably when she gets out, there's probably already a text at that point. It's probably been like 45 minutes.
Yeah. So then now we get to figure out what Stella and I were doing in that time. Were you mostly getting home?
So I need to track my ass down back to the docks, and it's going to take me a spell as well to check if it's safe to go there. So maybe have your conversation with Teo first.
All right. I gotta call my aunt.
Mm-hmm. You call your aunt. She picks up after.
It's
No,
late enough.
very
She's hopefully
popular, so
not
she
working.
probably picks up after 1 ring.
Yeah. And now you see why Anna hates phone calls. It's got like 3 super punctual people and Baki in her life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Hi there. I hope I'm not calling you in the middle of work.
You are, but, calling me in general is a nice change. How are you, honey? I've been getting all of my updates about your various exploits from your uncle. I'm starting to feel left out.
Well, I mean, you're the one that has to do a lot more of the hands-on part of the job. So Baki feels more available.
So you're dragging my husband away from running the business because I'm too important to be bothered?
More like you're the one that actually knows how to deal with the bodies and stuff. So
Yana, I was giving you the perfect out. You only had to play to my ego, sweetie.
you are too important.
There
What do
we
you
go.
need?
There we go. What do you need, honey?
Speaking of being too important, I need help figuring out how do I explain this?
Yeah, while you
So
think
you
that
bring-
up, give me 1 minute. I need to wash this man's, embalming fluids off of my hands.
Okay.
before I handle the phone. Hold on, I have you on speaker. Go ahead. You hear water going? You probably called her while she was chest deep in someone's chest cavity.
Oh, of course I did. And she wonders why I don't call. Okay, so you said you'd been getting information from Baki. How much information?
He has kept me appraised of the sexist, racist monster in a basement that he brought you to the place that that I showed him that got him on the right track in life. Oh, what else? That you are responsible for several things downtown, including the crushing of a soda can?
Not just me.
When
Not
I say
just
you,
me.
I mean you and your friends.
Okay. I just don't want to be taking credit. I believe my compatriots would be very upset if I was getting all the credit.
Oh no, these things, they are often group efforts.
Yeah, so I'm noticing. Speaking of group effort, so he's told you about the horrible mummy that wants us all dead in the box.
Yes, he is very concerned about the horrible mummy in the box. I am as well. Something like that. It is a horrible scar. It is the wheel of samsara. It is screaming right now.
And so am I, because the reason he's been able to be kept in the box is because the box is located in 2 places.
I'm going to need you to elaborate more on that.
Well, one of them's here. And
Where
the
are you
other
calling
one...
from, Yana?
I'm at Eleanor's.
You have a mummy in Eleanor's basement?
No. I mean, here is in this side of reality.
Okay. So there is a technical term that we use called the gauntlet.
Yeah.
It is...
Right, that's in my notes.
It is a metaphor of the separation between our place, the land of the living, our creation, and the umbral realms. There are a lot of other places. I assume since you are calling me, it is in the lower umbra.
Yeah, the Shadowlands.
You're very good at taking notes, sweetie.
I'm trying. It's a lot of terminology to learn. Okay, so yeah, from my notes, it says, yeah, gauntlets hardens reality, and so what had to be done to keep him where he is that a hardened place in the Shadowlands had to be created so that the 2 co-occupied the same space. And now I need to move it.
That is not how that should work. Do you know who made this?
Yes, she's currently in my basement. Not Eleanor.
You have a... I thought you said you did not have mummies in your basement.
No, I have a ghost in my basement. Well, in Eleanor's basement.
You have the ghost who made the box that has the mummy in it.
Yes, her name is Miss Hawthorne.
Your uncle did not mention you had a 200-year-old ghost that we've been trying to banish in your basement.
Well, that's because she's helping us with the box.
We're going to have a conversation about his communication skills. Leaving out details all the time, saying he's handled it.
I think he just didn't want you to worry, and also he wasn't too happy about the circumstances in which he had to agree to not banishing her.
I am upset about the circumstances, but I deserve to be informed about them.
That's probably true. And Yana is currently seeing "I'm sorry" food in her future. Anyway, I was hoping maybe you would have some suggestions, some tips and tricks, and maybe a way to teach me on how to get into and around the Shadowlands so that we can move this thing.
Well, crossing the gauntlet is not always a very easy thing from either side, especially these days. It was easier before you were born, actually. God, I just reminded myself I am Old!
Not that old. Never that old.
Oh, no. It's something you have to move past, you know? Worrying about such things, about the crow's feet and the wrinkles. I could fix them, but denying your fate is an insult to all of existence.
Mom always said it meant that you were alive and that you had lived an interesting life.
I'm going to miss her a lot.
Yeah.
I think she got that one from a movie. I'm not sure. She was a fount of, well, a lot of things. And half the time I did not know if she got it from a movie or a comic book.
Yeah, well, she would have loved our current multitude of streaming services. Not having to plan her day around what was on at what time would have been a real uptick for her.
You know, when they made the TiVo, the set-top box, your uncle thought it was evil, and she was never more excited.
That sounds about right. Enough reminiscing. I have to concentrate down on this.
Right, yes,
Do
of
you...
course. Active threats.
Yeah.
How much practice have you gotten with the realm of spirits?
I mean, I'm pretty good at being able to talk to spirits that are on this side. I haven't really done anything involving the gauntlet at all.
Do you have an experience with collocation?
No, but I have a associate who is very, very, very good at it.
Having to simultaneously move an object like that. I'm sorry, you said that it was that it is occupying two spaces at once. Is there is it specifically a copy?
I don't. Let me check over my notes.
Because
I
if
think
it's in a
what
copy, or if it is just in the two places, you could just remove it from one place and bring it to the other. But if it's just a copy, then it cannot occupy the same space because it is a second instance. But if it is just the one thing in two places, removing it from one place so it only moves to the other.
I'm pretty sure it's two, that it's a perfect copy. One housing the body, one housing the soul.
Because there's multiple ways you could go about being in more than one place.
The only concern that I have, as far as this was explaining, is that I can move the box, but I need to make sure that when both these boxes move, they move at the same time. That part I have handled. It's making sure that where it lands in the Shadowlands is steady, so that they don't get out of alignment.
Well, the thing is, the Shadowlands is not a steady place. The best metaphor that we could think to use is that it is a great dark ocean.
Yeah, everything kind of moving in waves. I've seen a little bit of it.
And it is not a calm ocean. The ghosts, they call it I think the fifth great maelstrom. It's calmed, but it has never fully gone away. Did you ever... I'm not sure. Your father's not a big fishy man. Have you ever seen the television show Deadliest Catch?
Yes.
It's not like the big storms that put the boats up like a 45 degrees. But it's very choppy.
Less Pacific, more Atlantic. Got it.
Yes. Yes.
Well, from what I understand from looking at the research notes of the person who did this, it uses collocative correspondence to create the stabilized area. But from what I've been researching, I think I just need an ability to hold a small spot long enough for both of them to land. The trouble is, I don't quite know how to do that without going there.
I
Or
haven't crossed the gauntlet into the Shadowlands in a few years, but I could take you.
yeah, I think that might be the best option. And then see if we can create a stabilized landing zone. And then all we have to do is move the
Projection would
boat.
be easier. Have you been inhabited an astral form before?
No. Not
You're
really.
not what the body of light?
No, not yet. I've been pushed out of my own body a little bit, but that's about it. But I should be able to get the idea if I have an assist. I've read a lot about it in theory.
You come by the place tomorrow? Are you busy on the weekend?
I should be fine to be able to come over.
I'll show you. Give you a little experience before jumping into the deep end.
That's what I was hoping for. It'll be nice to not have to throw myself whole hog into things I don't understand for a change. I've been kind of doing that a lot lately.
You've had a very turbulent first... God, it's only been a month.
Oh,
Since
don't
you're
make me
awake.
think about how much time it's been, because it feels like a day and a year at the same time.
Usually, the process is a little more gradual. Establish more information before we jump in the deep end, as you put it.
Yeah, well, I assume most people don't end up with the ticking time bomb of a giant deadly mummy box, so...
No. Usually there's no mummies involved. I didn't think mummies were real.
Right? I mean, I get it. Everything is technically real and I shouldn't be surprised, but that one still gets to me.
I mean, I've seen mummies. They're dried up dead people. Not you, sir. You actually had a very good moisturizing routine. I'm sorry, I'm talking to...
I understand. I get it.
Yeah, I have to find out what moisturizer he was...
What time tomorrow?
Have you been eating well?
Thinks of the fact that the last time she got anything, it was the burgers with Pocky. Relatively.
Come by around noon, we'll have a good lunch first.
Okay. Great. I'll see you then. I'm gonna go read over these notes one more time.
Bring them if you can.
Yeah, I'll ask Eleanor if she's okay with that. Okay, see you tomorrow, Dad. Thank you so much.
Goodbye, Anna.
Let me know what moisturizer he uses.
I'll see if I can figure it out. I think he passed on.
Oh. And it'll be lost to history.
All the good secrets are.
Yeah. See you tomorrow.
She doesn't hang up. She's going back to rest for work.
Yeah, I hang up for her. Now to wait for Eleanor to get out of the shower.
With that, we're going to hop over to Stella.
Yep. Well, I'm back in my apartment from the previous walk, and I'm about to fucking walk back again. So I need to cast my sight out to check where the flying fuck Sammy is, if he's actually in his office at the moment, and if he's got company.
Go right ahead.
Just in case. Yeah, that's pretty good.
What'd you get here? Yeah, that's enough time, enough to see over at Docs.
Am I going to horribly regret it? With another naked man?
Are you projecting your mind directly into his office?
I'm looking directly into his office.
You look directly into his office, and he is in a set of pajamas with a bathrobe.
Oh, thank
on.
God.
They are fluffy.
Thank God. By himself?
Currently, yes.
Can I move my side out around to see who else is in the warehouse and just check?
You can give me a wits alertness.
Those are... No specialities.
Looking around the area, you see a number of homeless men and the 2 guards out front. Do you see any unfamiliar? This is gonna call for a second roll here.
What am I rolling for you?
Perception streetwise.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have a specialty in perception for profiling.
Oh, that'll help, yeah. Nothing popped, but that's 2 successes.
Just it? What is the difficulty?
3, actually. Yeah.
There you go. I do have, I'm not sure if it's going to apply, but I do have the acute senses on site, which is
here.
perception plus alertness to hear faint noises, Tyson, things are decreased by 2, so I'm not sure if it's counting on this perception or not.
No, this is more of a seeing body language and small details on someone. This was definitely a profiling thing. You see a person amongst the homeless folks. The way they're carrying themselves, there's too much confidence in it. They're not the type of person who find themselves in this situation. They look the part. Little on the dirty side, wearing old beat up clothes. Sort of shaggy and shabby looking in terms of personal grooming and hygiene. But the way they're walking around this place, the way they're looking around, they're not someone who's been given a nice warm cot and a meal for the first time in a week. They're a little too vigilant, but not in the don't touch my stuff sort of way, in the predator out on the prowl sort of way. There's someone here looking for something, and it's not something that's been given to them for food. They're sizing up the other people around here. Not, like, having that slight paranoia and discomfort that you get in a group of homeless people at a charity thing, in the I've come here for a purpose sort of way.
Yeah.
It's subtle, and someone who's not as good at profiling wouldn't have picked up on it. But you definitely can tell that person, they're probably not a homeless person.
The question is, do I tell him immediately, or do I go over and see if I can grab something from this person? I should have taken Eleanor's offer, god damn it. Okay. I think I'm going to risk it and go, I'm going to go invisible again and make my way over there as quickly as I can. Instead of calling him, because he might spook him. That's 2 successes. I might owe you another roll for invisibility.
It's not gonna last long enough for you to get there on foot.
Yeah. 3 successes?
In total, that'd last you about an hour. You'd have to run there.
Can I give you another roll?
You may.
There we go.
Yeah, that'll do it. You can, at this point, walk all the way across town into the docks and into Sam's office.
I will still sprint it if possible to get there quicker, but I at least want the things to last longer. However, DM, I owe you a paradox roll.
Oh, lovely.
Ow, my ass.
That's 2 points of that's 2 points of bludgeon of bashing damage, yeah.
At least I can take 2 more paradox. I'm booking it, sir.
Mm-hmm. Real fast, as you're running there, I'd like you to give me a stamina athletics.
Mother of fuck. Oh my god, I do have athletics. I was about to stress for a second, but I do have it. 3 successes?
Yeah, no. Okay, so you're not... Despite you not being in the best of shape in the world... Actually, no, you're perfectly fit. But,
yeah,
you know,
she's fine.
You're running 1.5 miles as fast as you can.
That athletics is the lesser one. Her stamina is at 2, so she's a decent, I'd say.
Yeah, no, she's perfectly normal condition for an adult her age. And is a little bit of conditioning training, so... it's not like you're out of shape.
And just very motivated to get there.
You managed to run 1.5 miles in like 15 minutes without showing up a sweating, panting mess.
At least no one would see it.
So, it's not like you're showing up and they're invisible and like gasping for air and panting and leaving puddles of sweat as you. That's what that roll was for.
Okay, well, that's good. I want to sneak my ass up to his office.
Mm-hmm.
I might actually not knock even. Can I do another sight projection to see what he's doing inside at the moment?
Sure.
Oh my god! That's just a failure, thank fuck.
That's not a botch, that's just a fail.
We almost had a fuck moment. That's better.
Yeah, that'll let you see as you stand at the top of the stairs for like 5 minutes recasting this.
Just taking a breath first. That was a long ass run, man.
Oh yeah.
And what's he doing at the moment?
You look inside and you see Sam. At this point, he's probably fully dressed, actually. He is behind his computer. Looking around, you see the screen. You see, like, online trading platforms. Key resellers. An online banking app. It looks like he's moving your money around.
Well, that's good. Does he have a direct line of sight to the door?
He does. His office is this big open floor plan thing. No walls, no room dividers, just open space.
I mean, it's smart so you can see the door. Is there a point where he looks away enough to not immediately notice if the door goes open?
I mean, he's nose deep in a computer monitor at the moment. Unfortunately, his desk is facing the entryway. Just making a quick little diagram here. Whoopsie daisy. Thought I had a box tool open.
Oopsie doopsie.
So this is his office. The door is here. His bed is like right over here. There's some stuff over here and stuff. His desk is here and he is here. And he is facing that way.
Can anyone see me at the top of the stairs?
Absolutely,
If I
would be able to, because the stairs go right down into the open warehouse floor, which is this big thing, you know?
Yeah, I'm contemplating how I'm gonna get fucking out of here. It's in a window, by the way.
Yeah, facing the warehouse floor, yes, there is. In the
Sammy, you're damn good design.
in white, there is a big window overlooking the entire thing. In blue, just solid blue, there is a fish tank that he's mounted into the wall. Here.
Okay.
He can see through the fish tank because it's all glass, but, you know.
So if I quickly open the door and uninvis myself on the other side, he'd just see me there, and that's it. A quick jerk up of, oh no, you're there, and I quickly close the door.
You need to give me a dex stealth.
How much stealth do I have? 1 second. 1. I'm not risking that shit. Is there like a piece of paper or some shit at the edge of his desk that could count as coincidental if I make it fall off?
Not a piece of paper, but there's a couple of bottles. Is he an anime nerd? No, I don't think so. So there's not like a figure. No, there's like a couple. There's like a bottle, a few other bits and bobs on his desk. Yeah.
So
if I do
so hard to be Batman.
I am trying so hard not to paradox myself, wake this dude up, or be seen by anyone else in this fucking place. But
Yeah, because
if I cast a little bit of forces,
It's fine. They just disbelieve it themselves, typically.
Yeah, because right now there is a dude down here who is very much actively attempting to perceive everything going on.
yeah. It's mainly him that I'm concerned about, honestly, but so if I did a little bit of a quick nudge with forces to knock a bottle over because it's that close to the edge, would that count as coincidental?
Yeah.
I would like to do that, sir. Forces and correspondence. Because in that second he wants to catch it, I'm just gonna go in and close the door behind me and I'm invisible. 1 success.
1 success is all you need to nudge, like, for the funny, an old bottle of Stella off of his table.
Oh no! Okay. I do
He
that.
looks over it, bends down to pick it up.
As he does, I'm going in.
You're still gonna need to give me a dex stealth.
Oh fuck. I am still invisible, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So, dexterity self. Oh, don't fail me now. Oh, that's true.
It was easier because you're remaining invisible while you're going inside. I was just a reminder because there's a guard down here at the bottom of the stairs whose whole job is to make sure no one gets up on here or comes in or out of there.
Yeah.
Get rid of this little diagram here because you are inside.
No, yeah, fine.
You managed to dip in and close the door behind you and
uninvis
unstealth yourself. Right when he's looking up from his retrieval of a bottle.
You see a kind of panting and hand on the door. It's a lot harder to sneak up here than I thought. Fuck.
Stella, why are you sneaking into my office?
Because the motherfuckers I told you about earlier have a rat in your building.
Oh. Hold on, what?
Yeah, can you dim that? And she looks at the windows like so that no one can see in.
He gets up, walks over to his his fish tank window combo thing, hits a button and it closes some blinds. Said I have a rat?
Yep. Do you have a camera pointing at your boys downstairs?
No shit, I have a fucking camera. This whole place is like a fucking film studio.
Well, I'm fucking glad you have it, and I can go point them out to you.
Alright, he goes over to the big part of the corner there. It is a security setup. Bolt turns on a monitor. Pulls up a display of the warehouse below. He's got, like, 10 different cameras at different angles. The only place that you could see that he doesn't have cameras pointed to is the inside of the bathroom, but there are cameras pointed to the bathroom's entrance.
That's fair. As we're getting there, I do want to cast another spell, but I'm going to hope that because I've seen this dude, I've been in the building, I can grab a mind read on him. Because I've got to do that earlier. I was too focused on being a stealthy bitch.
Mm-hmm. You want to try to read this guy's mind.
The guy that looked suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I want to grab a quick mind read on him.
You may try.
That's so much better.
Yeah, no, you can see into his mind. Are you looking for anything in particular, or just trying to get what he's thinking right now?
A bit of a combo. I want to know what he's thinking and why he's here. What is he looking for?
When you look into his mind, his active thoughts are just profiling everyone in this room. How you would profile someone during a case. Making quick mental notes of body shapes, sizes, the way people carry each other, and, like, all of that. Classic police profiling. To the letter.
That's what did him in.
Looking a little further. Looking a little further, you can tell that this guy is here. Just from the way he's thinking. Alright. The guy in charge is upstairs. Haven't gotten a look on him yet. I don't see anything illegal here yet. None of these guys look like they have any bite marks on them.
You minimized the music.
This is a blood bank.
Okay, he's definitely looking for what I think he's looking for.
Yeah, but you can tell, taking a step back a bit, that he's checking to see if this is some sort of a vampiric front, or operation, or blood bank.
You minimize the music.
Yep, sorry.
Can I get his name? Who this person is?
No.
Well, I got what I wanted. So I'm going to point him out to Sammy. The way he's holding himself, he's profiling everyone. They've got you under surveillance. Apparently, some of your boys ratted you. Talking about the nice guy down docks that gives them snackages and a place to sleep. He's real nice. Has them do things, though, you know? Looks at him.
Oh, son of a bitch.
So that comment you had earlier today of, don't worry about it. I'm glad I worried about it.
Very funny, Stella.
So that's a cop. And the rest are trying to look into you.
Well, good news is I don't have any of the homeless guys I bribe with snacks and shit, do anything illegal. So, I'm gonna have to stop moving things with your credit card.
That's fine.
Right now. Oh, it's a good thing we already sunk the server off the shore. Shit.
I can wait. I'd rather be around than rush it.
You want to attack this guy?
Fuck no. You beat up one of these guys and 20 more pitch up.
Yeah, no shit, they're the feds.
Exactly.
What? Say again.
So I needed to warn you, just in case something happened, because they're monitoring you, as in heavy monitoring you. They seem to think you have some sort of connection to the people that may or may not have disappeared.
Why the fuck? Okay, well, I was blackmailing a couple of them.
That doesn't help.
Yeah,
So-
well, yeah. This operation doesn't pay for itself, Stella.
I know, I've done some of that work for you. So I got an interview this morning.
That guy probably saw you coming in.
Oh, he fucking didn't. Don't you worry about it. Not even your boys clocked me.
How? Antonio's standing at the bottom of the fucking stairs.
He did not clock me, I promise you. You have this big smile on her face. I've gotten really good at it.
Sam grabs his keyboard and mouse and buffers back, and he has a camera directly facing his door, and buffers back for like a few minutes. And
as he does that, hold on.
Yeah.
I need to cause that little spell I had before that wiped the footage.
Mm-hmm.
I need to use that quickly, just to buffer that. Like, there's nothing there for like a solid 10 minutes.
So tell me, what you wrote down? What tools that spell you made use? What are they?
The tools for that spell. Hold on, I gotta go find it in the sheet.
Yeah, that's suddenly very important.
Oh, it's not that high, obviously. Hold on. Electrifying shutdown gloves. So I just put them on while he's saying, I was like, listen, Sammy, I've gotten good at this. Don't ask questions, and then it happens.
Does it say you have to touch the device at all?
No, I did that from a distance with a bit of correspondence.
Okay. So go ahead and roll Arte. You lucky piece of shit.
Thank you, sir.
So he's about to scrub back onto the period of time where you just appeared in the doorway and slammed it and then quietly closed it again. And all of a sudden, his camera system goes offline.
Hands in her pockets.
That's going to be vulgar.
Yep, I'll take the hit. Wink. Has my 2 bludgeoning or, well, bashing gone off yet or not?
Not at all.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to be
Still looks a
resting
bit rough.
for damage to bleed off of you. You ran here.
Yeah, she looks like she's been through the day.
The fuck? First, some of my guys start yapping about how nice I am. Now my fucking cameras are fucking up? What the shit? Starting to think you're a jinx, Stella.
The jinx that warns you that some feds are on your ass so you can cover your ass?
The jinx who
take
had a conversation with the Fed and now one of them is in my building?
I think this guy might have been in there before. Because when I had the conversation with that Fed, he seemed to already know about you.
Oh my god.
He's gonna give him a quick brief lowdown of exactly what he said about Sammy and what he said about the homeless guys. So Sammy has that full information.
Gonna try to clock me on fucking IRS charges for not paying employees?
I'm not really sure what the fuck they're here for. They're sus as shit.
No, that's insane. Especially because I'm a registered charity.
Well, that's good. These guys are so sus as shit, and I wouldn't trust them in the slightest. I'm looking into it myself.
God. Are you even actually really feds?
You know, I'm really wondering about it at this point in time. And I'm not really sure. Their paperwork seems legit, but they're fishy business. The best I can say is cover your ass, make sure everything's fine.
I'm gonna have to go dark. No intel for you for a while.
That's fine.
Stella, what the shit?
I do have another question for you, Sammy.
What?
Is there another way out of this fucking office? Because I do not want to sneak past your guards again.
Not unless you want to jump out of a 3rd-story window.
Anything below that window?
He jerks his head and gestures you to follow him, and then points at his rear window. You're about 3 stories in the air, and it is a sheer drop down into an alleyway. Behind it are some broken bottles and maybe discarded needles.
Is there anyone in that alleyway?
That's currently empty.
You see her legitimately consider it. Like, could
Stella,
probably
no.
be okay.
What the fuck? No! What do you think you are, John Wick? Fucking
You'd be
Neo?
surprised.
Ma'am,
Stella's
I know
brain.
how you make your money. You're not fucking Jack Reacher. You're not
just haven't
Jason
Stella.
fucking Bourne. You're not jumping out of my third-story window into a place where dudes are doing heroin.
The thought process is I could anti-gravity myself to be okay. And float down. Just tell her not to look at it. That's the thoughts in her brain.
There's an eyeball floating just behind you. Totally fun. That'd be super fucking cool.
I was just thinking back to me, like, I know, right? I could just float down. It's a spell I already know. I just
We just
gravitated
need
myself
to
less.
distract him. He already thinks shit's falling off his desk.
Yeah, but I need to tell him to fuck off a little bit more.
Just do what Batman does. It's fine.
He's gonna look at the window and say, yeah, it's a better option. Sammy, I need you to do something for me.
What do you... What?
I need you to pretend you never saw me tonight, obviously. But other than that, go and inform your dudes to keep an eye on that bastard. Maybe not get rid of him, just see what he does. But if he can't report anything bad back, that's a good report.
Yeah. No, I don't think I'm gonna have my guys, I don't think I'm gonna have them actually do that. I like them. That sex one of them. Mistake.
Stella's suggesting they just keep an eye on him and not do anything about him, by the
Well,
way.
he's getting to something, but they're dumb as bricks. I tell them to keep an eye on a guy, they're gonna do something stupid. Better if they just keep going on business as usual.
Yeah. I'd say we need to get you better security, but then it'd be harder for me to get up here.
I'm actually pissed off about that, by the way.
Well, look, on the bright side, you could send me to go find more shit that is a little bit harder to get to. But, you know, I can get up here. When all of this is blown over, of course. Perfectly legal.
He's just staring at you. His cocky little smile in his portrait completely flipped upside down with his annoyed glare.
So, I need you to go outside so I can get through this window. No knocks, why?
Now I'm really not gonna do that. What the shit? Oh yeah, because I'm not looking at you jumping out of a window. It's somehow better?
Yes, it is.
What the?
Can I have a charisma roll to convince this dude?
Yes. Go ahead. Charisma... leadership?
I have that, sir. I have how much charisma? Yep, I have a charming as a part of a specialization for the charisma.
Well, you didn't roll a 10,
1,
so it
2.
didn't matter.
Yeah, 2.
Oh my god, Stella, you're... Just to be clear. Calling...
I'll send you a text when I get home. And you'll know I'm fine.
You're not gonna send me a text, because you're gonna fall down, break your ankles, and then I'm gonna have to call you an ambulance. But you know what? You're a grown-ass woman. Don't blame me when you land ass first on a needle full of fucking AIDS.
Isn't like 2 thumbs up.
He turns around and, like, gestures openly and goes, "Oh no! Stella Noir is I can't see her. She's totally gonna land safe and sound after a fucking 40-foot drop out of my window. That's
I'd like
definitely
to do
not gonna
2
prevent
things, sir.
suspicious about us. You may jump out the window and try to slow your fall, yes.
First of all, he's not looking at me anymore, right?
No, he is not.
I'm going invisible first.
Uh-huh.
I had 3 successes.
Mm-hmm.
And the spell I want to use is the anti-gravity spell.
Uh-huh.
So instead of forcing things down, make it harder to fall. Basically like a slow fall area
Yeah.
on that outside. So, hey, one success. I might need to give you another one.
That will slow you down until you land.
I'll give you another one just in case. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going out the window.
So here's the thing with casting times. You just spent about 20 minutes on your slow fall spell.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. So he goes, oh yeah, no, wait. Then he turns back around. It's like, wait, what the fuck? Stella? Stella, what the fuck
I've got another spell to cast, sir.
He leans out the window and he's looking into the alley, and you're still there, just quietly working your magic.
I have a further spell to cast.
Where the fuck she go? What the fuck? Did she just Batman me? What the fuck is this bullshit?
I need to cast another spell.
What is the spell you're casting?
It's either gonna be a command or a suggestion for him to just go outside and check where I am.
Uh-huh.
Just so he leaves the room, or just enough to get him out of the room.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna hope for the best on this roll, please, dear God.
That's
Oh
a
no!
botch.
I need to find my suggestion spell, so one hot second.
Alright, is there any point at this where she starts freaking out?
Oh, I panic, bitch! I panic. At this moment in time, I am panicking. Elenore will know.
Because that one. So here's the thing: your gravity manipulation thing. Actually, no, he wouldn't be able to see it, so it wouldn't be vulgar with witnesses. But that was absolutely a botch on that last roll.
Yeah, I'm trying to find exactly how many spheres I want because I think it was free full suggestion, or go outside and just check.
It was at least 2.
Manual breathing, and house intake. Oh no, that's the wrong way. It's free.
It was 3.
It's to suggest into someone's mind they do something. So it's a free.
So that's coincidental because you're coincidentally implanting a thought. But it was difficulty 6. There was nothing over a 6 and 2 1s. So that's a botch. So you're getting 3 points of paradox.
So I guess the question is, what does Elenore do when she has this sudden oh fuck, oh geez, oh shit panic moment?
Step 1, see what the fuck is going on.
Yep. So I need Stella, I need you to roll me paradox backlash. I need Elenore, I need you to roll Arte to do your remote viewing.
Can I use a
Alright,
willpower
I feel
to
like
stave it
this is
off?
also like the point where she's basically fucking this has been almost like an hour, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been an
happened.
hour.
So she's been out of the shower a while.
Stella,
can
you
I
can't
use a
spend
willpower?
to stave off the backlash?
My god, I'm using it because that's 8.
Good.
I don't trust
I got
my die.
6. I mean, sorry, not 6. I got 2. I had the difficulty was 6. I had 6 and a 7.
You can see into this kind of dotty office with this big wall-sized fish tank and this quinky dude who's currently in like this form-fitting tight t-shirt and just sort of looking around the office just like, Stella, where the fuck? No, you did not just Batman me, you piece of shit. Staring at, like, halfway hanging out his window, looking to the alley they're just, like, incredulous at the fact that someone's not here anymore.
And I can't see
You're looking in the
Stella.
right place, but Stella, you can't see Stella.
Prime vision.
Has he gone away from the window by now?
No.
Oh fuck.
Prime is difficulty 5, right? Or for vision? That's 4 successes.
You can
You
now
see a
see
Stella
an
with face
invisible
palming.
Stella and an ongoing magical effect in the alley behind this building.
Just face palming.
What is she doing?
Mad stealth, that's what.
Somewhere in the universe, Yana judging you so hard.
I do not have Yana's innate stealth bonus. I only have invisibility.
I feel like she's probably like looking at this, and it's just like
Magic problems, magic
it's just a fucking mess.
solutions.
She's like, and she just walks into the other room wherever she's been this whole time, and just sticks her hands in front of Yana.
Oh, okay. Grabs the hand. What's happening?
I couldn't even begin to tell you.
This is Looney Tunes.
It
How
feels
is
like
it?
it's more like one of the old Batman cartoons.
Or a Buster Keaton.
You can
Adam
kind of see her
West.
holding her head in pain.
Adam West, definitely. Do we rescue her?
I could. Is this a rescue moment?
I
You can
don't
feel
know.
her panic though. It's bad still. Like she feels that paradox. The panic's bad.
All right. I'm teleporting her.
It was going so well up until that moment.
This is correspondence 4, so difficulty 8.
Yep.
1 success.
You need 2 to yank her.
All right. Three successes total.
Yep.
You
We've just. I think I've described it when you teleport people like that it's kind of like in the Dragon Ball Z abridged when there's just a popping noise.
It happens in a blink. Like you blink and then you're not where you were.
Yep. Now there's an
And then
invisible
it's just me and Iana sitting on the fucking couch, staring at I guess empty air if you're still invisible.
I'm gonna do
But like
two things.
disappointed parents.
I'm gonna do 2 things. 1, I'm gonna go uninvisible, and 2, I'm gonna roll you that paradox DM.
Please do.
Oh, my ass. That's 2. Oh, I feel bad. You just see a land on her ass and go, oh.
And that's why we learn how to do proper stealth. You
I just did
alright?
She's at mold with bashing. I'm just gonna say, yeah, this floor is nice.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
Give me some credit.
What
I made it
were
past
you-
federal agents.
What were you doing? Federal agents? They're like cockroaches. They're everywhere.
You say that like
Yeah,
it's an
right.
accomplishment.
It feels like it. I had to make it through cameras watching every fucking side of this too. Thank goodness.
you
Sammy
can
has good
turn
things.
invisible.
Yeah, but I can't explain away why the door just opened by itself and I'm on the other side.
I feel like you're trying a little too hard to explain things the way to people.
You know,
Maybe.
you could have given him
People are a
some
little more resilient than they look.
You could have given him some really good paranormal activity footage.
Oh, I really don't wanna.
As a
What if they
note,
get that footage?
Stella is
mean, we know
almost
ghosts are
passed
real.
out in terms
Dude,
of
she's-
damage.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna get her a pillow and put it under her head. I don't have healing.
Like she's just like, okay.
Do you want
She
me
gives
to
you a
call
brief
Chan? I can call Chan.
It's got to be like 11 p.m. by this point, right?
It's like 10.
This is
Getting
fine.
towards 11.
This floor's fine. How much do I knock off?
Alright.
2?
Yeah, 2 for your
So-
success. So you're at 6, I think?
Yeah, she's gonna give you guys a rundown of why she went to go and save her friend
Ah,
because of what they've uncovered, and they're looking for vampires, but thankfully Sammy has fuck all to do with vampires.
I figured they flashed a lighter in my face when they were here.
they
It's
really are
not
on
daylight.
the,
I don't know what they were thinking.
They really are on this. This is vampires kick. We may have to find them a vampire.
Yeah, on the right side, they're just looking for vampires, so not us. Damn, I'd like to go do something dumb.
Do we know if any vampires still in the city? Are we gonna have to make a vampire?
I'm more wondering if we could grab one from some nearby area or throw them at something vampire adjacent.
I mean, that could work. I want to heal myself. I think that's another
You
vulgar.
try. That would be vulgar.
Let's set off the rest of my fucking paradox this way. That's 2 successes on the heal.
That would remove 1 point of bashing damage. Let me double check. Y'all are seeing Stella casting magic, by the way.
Hand signs to heal herself. You've seen this before?
Shut off and just slaps her hand.
I don't know if that's such a good idea in your current condition. You are still brimming enough with paradox that I'm feeling static when touching you.
Yeah, it's to set it off.
Why do you only do this at Eleanor's house? At least let us take you into the closet. You're not going to traumatize
There's a nuke in
Turo.
the basement.
There is a nuke in the
There's
basement.
a what in the basement? You shouldn't say doesn't know about the nuke.
It's a magical nuke. We told you we were going to find a plan B. Plan B is in the basement. That's what the B is for.
Plan B is already ready.
Oh, at least it's there then. Did you check the factory?
Yeah.
Is that a no-go? Yes, go. Maybe go.
To use it, it seems like Green Guy is going to be buying the place.
Fuck.
Haunted cabin it is.
How big is that explosion?
It could take out a city block at least. Completely.
At least.
And I mean completely.
How
We
much
still
healing
got to
was that
figure out
again?
how we're going to set that thing off.
I already know how to
Okay.
set it off.
I meant without us, like, dying in the process.
Oh, I could do that too.
We have to open the box first.
Her like face sours for a second. She's like, I could probably do that too.
I don't like opening the box. I hope Plan A works.
Well, we have to open the box with plan A as well, but different kind of opening the box. Anyway,
Real fast, Stella, that was no healing?
On 2 successes.
On 2 successes total? Okay, that would be... Wait, no, what? 2 successes?
That's a 7 and a 6.
Yeah, what are the spheres involved in that?
That's life 2.
Life 2? Ah, then that would be, let me double check the table. 2.
to the
What's the
table.
Okay, now to give you my paradox. Because now it's 7.
You
Oh!
better hope
Oh!
that does not
I'm
sound
glad I
like
heard
hope
myself.
was there.
It's
5
1,
points
2,
of
3, 4,
bashing
5.
You are unconscious. Whatever thought you were having, it is gone now.
So, that you go up from mauled to crippled to incapacitated, and then wrap around to lethally hurt, injured, and wounded.
I healed
That
2, so
seems
I'm
bad.
at hurt. I'm at bludgeoning. I'm at
Oh, right, 2 healing.
yeah, the 2 healing counted in, so I'm at hurt with the double slash.
So, you guys start talking about the logistics of setting off this bomb. Eleanor grimaces at the idea of opening it, and then Stella suddenly vomits blood all over her face as the paradox discharge racks her body in a season.
Oh, not my carpets.
I'm calling Chun.
I can't even argue. I'm out. I'm out like a candle.
She is smoking slightly, and you smell ozone.
Oh, God.
Why did she only do this here? She could have at least done. Oh my God.
I did bring her
Oh.
here. I can't blame her on that one.
She could have waited to set off the paradox. Oh, I'm calling Chun. I'm calling Chun. I'm
I'm just gonna pick her up and I'm gonna take her downstairs because I feel like we're in like the upstairs study.
Yeah, it was probably where we were because I was looking at the notes again.
Sorry, I'm
And
crying.
I'm gonna take her downstairs and put her on the couch in the living room. And see what Toro's watching.
DM, what is my paradox
what is
problem?
Turo watching? I think Turo discovered Cartoon Network.
We did introduce Turo to Cartoon Network.
Okay, so Cartoon Network, or is it Boomerang?
This time of night, it's probably like...
It's Adult Swim.
Yeah, no, it's starting episodes of Adult Swim, and I think it's Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and he's just looking at it just like, I don't get it. Why is the milkshake addiction?
Then, like, one of the Fluffinors was watching with him. I've never understood it. He's always been, like, really fucking annoying.
I like the little meatball boy, but they're all just such assholes. Is it supposed to be funny because they're assholes?
I've never understood asshole or stupid comedy. It's never made any sense to me.
I feel like they're making references to a lot of stuff that I've never seen it.
The only one I think is actually funny is the Bibble and Jimmy.
Oh shit, Stella did.
Mostly.
I'm like character in the arms. No, she's just out cold. But also part of stupid comedy.
Today's just been a whole ass day. I'm just gonna say that right now.
We got a lot done. I guess she was getting shit done, but truly a wonder.
Herself well done, like shit. She's crispy.
Yeah, I don't think the smoke's gonna stop anytime soon.
So she gets to smoke in the house?
Okay, but this is two different things, boss.
Or whatever. I'm done with whatever this is. I think you have to be high to enjoy this. I'm gonna go smoke myself on the back porch.
Thank you, Toro. At the same time, he's leaving. One of the Fluffinors got up and is like gone over and is now reaching up to the fire alarm to unscrew it.
Am I still smoking?
Not at this point.
Okay, it was a temporary thing. I was thinking that was part of the paradox.
She just now smells for some unknown reason of teriyaki.
No, your
What is
paradox
my
backlash in this
paradox?
case was just a shit ton of damage.
Okay.
Okay, got it.
I thought she was smoking and the ozone was going to be a part of it. Like she basically was going to look like she got struck by lightning for the next like 12 hours.
Oh no, there's going to be scars, but like Stella likes that, so.
How does my calling of the Chun go?
You call Chun her, she picks up.
I text her. I text her.
Text her.
I'm not a monster.
Opinions on phones.
All right, time for another emoji. Message back and forth.
Listen, this one I don't have to. But she does get a facepalm emoji at the end of the Stella injured. Please help. Facepalm.
You get that little emoji face that's the scared face with the like almost like the scream.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? Oh my god, what's going on? Where are you?
Eleanor's. She needed to quotations blow off some steam. Again.
Sad emoji.
Shrug emoji.
I'll be there as fast as I can.
Thank you. Thumbs up emoji.
She gets there in like 45 minutes. 2 big shopping bags in hand, and she takes over Eleanor's kitchen.
Oh my
We
god.
now feel silly for getting groceries.
Why? Because she brought her own?
No, because now we're going to have a fridge full of Chun food.
Worth
As
it.
she storms her way in, she's asking you, again, because I don't really feel comfortable doing an imitation of Yumikami,
Understandable.
Just haven't practiced it. Like, what sauces do you have? Do you have any vegetables left? Oh my god, you haven't restocked at all. Oh god, oh no, oh shit, oh fuck. Have you guys
We
been
were
eating
gonna
nothing
go
but takeout? There's so
There's
much
one
pizza in
really
here.
sad shriveled cucumber in the vegetable drawer.
There's one really sad cucumber in there.
She looks into your pantry. Do you at least have rice and potatoes and onions?
Oh, absolutely.
We do have rice.
She buys that stuff in bulk when she buys
Okay.
it. She has a container for rice.
You need to keep
And
fresh
for flour.
vegetables. You need to keep this, that, and the other thing. Oh my god, no wonder you. Oh god.
Stella,
to come over here
focus,
more often.
focus, Stella.
She's doing this while she's like cutting up a mirepoix,
Of
but
course.
with like nothing but onions and like cloves of garlic. And yeah, she raids her spice rack, and over the next like 30 minutes, she's going to prepare some kind of spicy Szechuan style stir fry.
Hell yeah.
Um,
We are all very jealous because it smells amazing.
Here's the problem. Chunher makes food. Stella's passed out.
Yeah.
Good thing you have smelling salts.
Yep, we are gonna use the smelling salts once the food is ready.
The food is ready. It is a spicy, like, stir-fried, cubed-up pork with, well, every spice Elenore had in her rack. Depending on what was available, it will be between.
I mean, she has a
hot.
plethora of seasonings.
Oh yeah. Does she have Szechuan peppercorns?
Ooh, probably not. If she did, she probably bought enough for like one dish that she made. She probably made like mapo tofu once, like 8 months ago.
Well, it won't be
tofu.
making your face slightly tingly and numbing, but it is the correct level of spiciness on a like quickly made bed of white fluffy rice.
Hell
It's
yeah.
not perfect, but I did what I could with what I had. Is she gonna wake up?
We're gonna handle that right now. Smelling salts time.
Give me an intelligence medicine. It'll be slightly lower because you have an implement.
Yay. I don't have medicine because I was pre-med. But I do have for intelligence.
Oh
9,
yeah,
10,
no,
7.
you wake her the fuck up.
Oh, suck more blood.
Eat this and don't do that
Spitting
again.
blood all over my furniture.
This is incredibly unsanitary. Kuro is waddling closer with a mop. I assume you laid her down on the hardwood floor and not on the carpet.
No, she's on the couch.
And it was your fault. I will eat the food. Thank you, John.
Okay. She got a total of 4 successes. So you're gonna remove 8 levels of damage. 2 levels per point of bashing damage. So how much no lethal damage. How much lethal damage do you have?
I had 2. I have that permanent one I can't get rid of. And then I have the other 2, the 2 slashes on hurt and injured.
So those 2 are gonna take 2 each. That's 4. So you're gonna get rid of those 2 and then go down 4 levels of bashing.
So I'm basically fully healed except for that one I haven't gotten rid of yet.
Yeah.
Okay. That permanent injury is still there.
Yeah, well, you had your soul ripped apart and then stuck back together. It's gonna leave some scars.
Finishes the food. Thank you, Chun. Sorry, Chun.
It's delicious. It's also very, very spicy. How well does Stella handle her spice?
She's actually okay on it. The thing she doesn't like is sweet food.
Ah,
But spice she's alright with.
Well, then you will have no problem getting this down.
Savory is mainly her thing, so yeah. And I'm casual bit of spicy.
Savory, salty, umami, pork flavor mixed with the flavor of chilies and lots of capsaicin, so.
Oh, I want braised pork so bad. Fuck you, Hectic.
Oh, don't do that to us.
I'm sorry, I did it to myself. There's a Chinese takeout place not too far from me that has got a good braised pork, and they're closed.
There's only a single fucking place in my entire city that has it, and it's on the opposite side of town.
I'm sorry. I did this to Wolf earlier when I showed him a random piece of South African food that came across my feed.
And just remind me what I can't eat anymore because I'm not there, you bastard. I'm so hungry.
Cook it yourself, bitch.
I don't have half that shit here.
Sorry.
I have to go shopping tomorrow.
Hey, you're in like one of the biggest cities on the planet. You can make do.
I'm not in England. Or not in London. I'm below it. I'm not in the city.
You're in a place where trains work.
Yes. But the food here still sucks.
Right. We've been going for about 2. So, Stella, you wake up.
Yep. I wake up, I ate the food, I said sorry. Yeah.
So is this a good time to mention that I need to possibly borrow Miss Hawthorne's notes, Eleanor?
Where are you taking them?
Theo wants a chance to look at them to see if she can figure out a better way for us to move the box.
She's too busy to come here, isn't she?
Yeah.
All right, fine.
Cool. Also, we still need to figure out when we're gonna go meet Willard. Sooner.
We're gonna go meet Willard?
Would be better. Yeah. So...
Send him a message. We'll meet him at a cafe tomorrow morning.
I've got to be to Thea's at noon. You sure you want a double Dutch?
Evening in Chinatown?
I did promise Thea I'd eat with her.
This is probably going to be several hours later.
Oh, then fine. Sure. What do you think? Like, I have no idea how long getting me into the Shadowlands is gonna take. Just something about astral projection.
I was going to say 4 later.
Yeah, let's
Otherwise,
say
we
4.
could do it beforehand and just go have breakfast.
Breakfast might be better, just in case this gets crazy.
That's what. And also, not too bad though. That's what I did to get to the museum.
Oh, you've done that? Oh, right.
Yeah, but I do it with mind.
Right. Yeah, I actually have to like go into the Umbra past the gauntlet. So apparently I've got to learn how to like walk in my soul. Should be fun.
I can do that with mind, but I can't physically go there, so good luck with that.
Yeah, I'm figuring, you know.
I can send my soul with you if that counts. Can't cast magic while I'm out.
Thankfully, I need you on this side of the problem when this all goes down, though. I'm gonna maybe have to figure out how to take one of you, points at Eleanor, with me. I'm hoping not. Gonna figure it out.
At this point, Stella's just going to slowly cue Chun into everything that's been happening so she's in the loop.
But Willard wants to meet with Eleanor's patron. Apparently, he was thinking of opening the box himself so he could talk to the people on the moon, which is a fucking stupid plan. Yeah, I talked him out of it. He realized that that wasn't the person who did all the magic he was looking for. It was actually Miss Hawthorne, which goes to show we're not that far past the misogyny days as we thought. Anyway, they're gonna have a talk, see if they can get him back in control with his contact with his middle management, so that maybe we can fix some things down here. Well, yes, no, kind of. The current people winning the war are the ones that are making it that everybody's going all conspiracy. So I figure lesser of two evils.
We don't really have an option, so yeah. I may not agree with your methods, but I can't disagree with the results. The results are no one opened the box.
Yeah, he's not going to open the box. He's going to talk to Hawthorne. He's going to let us poke around in Leo Moore's now deceased head.
Did he die painfully at least?
Very.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Apparently, interrogation didn't go well for him, so Mr. Bismarck is no more.
Yeah, just shudder when you say Bismarck. Ugh.
Anyway, let's meet him for coffee. We know he likes coffee. He gives me that morning person. The earlier we get to him, the less ornery he's going to be. Let me text him really quick. I'm going to ask Willard if he'd be willing to meet for a 9 a.m.
You get an affirmative back?
Cool. All right, I've got us down for a 9 a.m. with Willard, noon with my aunt, and then hopefully we'll have a way of moving that box by dinner time.
Works for me. Can we go to bed now?
I need to walk home. Invisible so no one sees his blood.
We gotta work on that. Can you send her home, Eleanor? The last thing I want is her casting again.
John raises a
So
hand.
in my defense,
I could call us both an Uber.
The thing is, I also don't want to be seen leaving your house and you are being investigated and I'm not, to that degree.
We can ask them to come over a block away and then get you over a block away.
I think you might just throw me into the apartment instead. If you're going to just throw us a block away.
Okay. Works for me.
And in my defense, that paradox that went off, that was from trying a big mind spell again. It went, no, fuck you.
I appreciate that. You didn't need to set off the paradox a second time.
I was trying to heal myself. That's what happened there.
And you did not do that. It went way worse.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just turns to Chun. So what have you been up to while we've been exploding?
I might be starting a business.
Well, that's great.
What kind of
Charlie's
business?
with us.
Please tell me it's food. Please tell me it's readily available, mass-produced food.
It is. I might be working with the Bonars to take over Hardy Heart.
That's Walkers.
And
Oh, once. Wasn't it the Glass Walkers?
Yeah.
You said Bonors.
Oh, she meant the Glasswalkers, yeah.
Oh, have you wanted to punch their leader yet? I want to.
He's kind of grumpy and I don't like him very much. I mostly talk to, oh,
Tina?
what's her name? The redhead.
That's Cena.
Yeah.
She's much better. She's the one who originally hired me. Her boss is an asshat.
She shrugs.
Did you meet Darren, by the way? He really wanted to meet you.
No, who's Aaron?
Oh.
Tina said she wanted me to introduce me to her brother. She hasn't gotten around to it.
Definitely get introduced to her brother. You will really like him. He's a big fan of you.
Okay.
Also loves food. You'd probably make his year if he met you.
She smiles and nods.
Do you need me at the meeting for Willard, I'm assuming?
Sorry, repeat. My sound went wonky.
Do you want me at the meeting for Willard? Because that's also just gonna put us together if the Inquisition motherfuckers are watching.
I was just gonna take me and Miss Hawthorne and Eleanor. Because this is just... Unless you want to be there, you can be there.
I can
But I
ask
figure-
from there and they can't see me. Could be interesting. Just the back up.
if that works for you.
Yeah, where's the location? And I'll just spiritually be standing there just in case.
Okay, this is gonna be a breakfast date. Are we going to Ahab's? Everything bad happens at Ahab's.
Do we want to go to a place that we can actually sit down?
I mean, we have to be able to clandestinely handle a conversation between you, me, and your patron and an agent.
What kind of restaurants usually have private rooms?
Fancy ones?
We might be able to get one of the back booths at one of the breakfast places. Those are pretty out of the way.
I could always sound bubble like we did back at the dim sum place.
That might be the best option.
All right, then we're back to anywhere.
All right. Well, he's gonna want coffee. I'm gonna want eggs.
All right, so what I'm hearing is Southern breakfast place.
Yeah. We're gonna end up going to a mom and pop Southern breakfast place.
I think
One of
there's
those
a
places
diner
that's only
over on
up
Main.
till one of those places only up till open till 2 p.m.
No, I think it's 24/7.
We're gonna go to one of those. All right.
It's family owned, I'm pretty sure. It's not Denny's, at least. Thank God it's not Denny's.
Oh no, don't go.
Yeah,
to
no
those.
Denny's.
They're on the do not eat list, Hatron.
She gets a horrible grimace on her face. I've
It's not
You tell
demons,
me
is
it's
it?
owned by the O'Tully's company, I'm throwing you out the window.
No, but their food supply chain is.
God fucking damn it.
We
Don't
can't
wanna know
go
what they
anywhere.
do to their eggs.
Feels an internal oh god moment.
I just had face in both hands. Is there a breakfast place that's like Ma and Pa owned that has good food anywhere in this city?
Oh no, just don't go to a Denny's.
Oh, okay, never mind. That was we're past that point.
Okay,
good.
If it's a local place, they're probably fine.
I thought you were telling us that the Ma and Pa place had a supply chain from O'Tully's supplier.
Yeah, and we were gonna have full crash outs. We're already sad enough about the loss of Otulli's, okay?
I'll never be able to get curly fries again.
She's just sort of squinting at you judgmentally.
I miss getting a cup of chili and curly fries.
It's a dark day, okay?
I can just teach you how to make curly fries. They're not hard.
Sometimes the
It's not
not
the same.
doing and just the getting.
You can see her squinting, somehow getting more judgment.
Of course it is.
It's okay. I'll die on this hill.
Someone will die on this hill.
Seeing what they put in the energy drinks, I'd rather not take my chances. So, well, I guess we're going home. Do you need to go anywhere else before we get yeeted, John?
No, I'm fine. I kind of rushed over here in the middle of making dinner.
Oh,
Did you leave the oven on?
I no, but it was preheating. So, it should be
John,
fine.
you've been here 45 minutes.
Yeah, I'm making bread. It needs to get up to 400 degrees.
That takes less than 10.
It's fine. It's fine.
I've seen your oven. That bitch could probably do it in 2.
It's fine. Don't worry. It's okay if the bread gets a little extra proofed.
All right, back at the point where we were talking about just throwing them back to the apartment complex. One of the Fluffnors already left the room to go work on that.
oh god. Please throw us inside the building.
I make no promises.
I don't want all this effort to be wasted just for Inquisition to see, oh, these two
110.
bitches dropped out of the sky.
That's one success. 2 successes total. Do I need more?
Yes.
Okay. No successes on the
That's
third
total-
one.
That is a failure. You can get one of them over there.
I snapped Chun home.
Mhm.
Ah. Did you put her in an apartment? I hope.
Maybe I did. But it's still going to be your turn.
Please not outside. I've done all this just to not be spotted by the Inquisition.
That's 3 successes.
Yep, Stella, you appear on the roof in Chun's garden.
Ah.
The amount of time it takes to cast that, Chun is no longer on the roof. You smell, you smell cooking happening.
I was pouring to the
oils.
one place I was familiar with, the place I woke up unconscious on the roof.
That's fair. Goes downstairs like, that's not where I thought we'd end up.
Really, every time she teleports me around, it's always the roof.
Well, that's the first time she teleports me here. Well, thank you again for that, John.
Yeah, no problem. You want to stay here for dinner, or...?
That's probably the safest option. Let me just go clean up first so that I'm not covered in blood anymore.
Oh, yeah, of course.
She'll go down, wash up, come back upstairs, have dinner with Chun, catch her up on everything we've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably afterwards just say goodnight to her dad and go to sleep unless she's got a text message because she's too tired to cold call a werewolf.
No, there's no texts. You call your dad. He's having still a good time. Yeah, no further messages.
Oh, wait, hold on. There's something she texted him. Dad, why am I hearing about something you did in Canada?
You get 3 question marks?
What was it? I said something about drugs in Canada.
Yes, he has a
LC
felony drug
LSD.
warrant in Canada. I believe in Alberta.
Send him, Dad, why do you have felony drug warrant in Canada, Alberta?
Oh,
Question mark,
it was-
question mark, question mark.
You get a text message. Oh, well, there's a funny story about that. Turns out marijuana's illegal in Canada. I did not know this and was visiting a friend's marijuana farm.
Oh. And all you get back is, oh, okay, that's not that bad.
I did know that creating LSD was illegal. However,
You just-
I didn't think anyone would find out.
You just get an
And
all
when on,
caps.
the, and when on a marijuana farm, you should try your hand at distilling something interesting.
All caps, Dad! Exclamation point.
Darling, I already told you that I made LSD once. How was I to know that the bottle that had the LSD was mixed up with my water bottle? They were very cross with us at the border, but... well, I still haven't been to jail.
Well, it's gonna get back. Well, apparently people are asking about it and asked me about it. Thank fuck I didn't know anything.
There's a reason we haven't been to Canada, darling.
Get back. And we are not going to Canada.
Thumbs up.
Gives me a thumbs up back and a good night, and she'll go eat with Chun and catch her up and go to bed. Exhausted.
Right. Unless there's anything further, I will move time forward.
I need to do some spells.
Mhm.
All right, let me pull this thing up so I can see what I have because I know I'm out on a couple of my stashes. I need to just re-up my time stacks and my signs of don't look because I'm assuming I can just up how long those last since I didn't use them.
Oh, no, they expire.
Oh, so I gotta re-roll them. Okay.
Yeah, unless you're making a single-use sort of spell item, you're effectively just stashing the activation of a spell for a certain duration.
So 2 of these are an actual item. Because those are the signs of don't look are attached to an actual piece of paper.
So when I say an actual item, I mean you're investing quintessence.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And those are permanent. They will never go away. It's kind of like what Eleanor did with the bombs.
Yeah, what my skull dice will be, my bone dice will be whenever I get those made.
Those are... So I looked into that. A personalized item, you just need to do a prime roll to purify them, and then you're good to go. And if they are sufficiently unique,
I'm gonna have to get prime.
They count. And I'd say the bones off of a... Yeah. I'd say
vampire.
Yeah.
The bones off of a vampire who we clandestinely killed, yes. Alright, let me see these rolls.
Like, put pips on them and then purify them with your Arte would be enough.
That's all 5.
Yeah, no, you've got a set of personalized, unique bone dice.
Hell yeah! Hold on.
If you use them during a casting as a tool, that would be a +2.
Bone dice! Okay. Let me add +2. Because this will be used for my luck-based stuff. So things like make opportunity and all of that, I'm gonna start using these. Let's go. Okay. Now let me go do actual freaking casting. All right. Not as good.
Is that a botch?
I don't think so, because this was for... Wait, maybe. This is entropy 2. Is that difficulty 6 or difficulty 5?
6. So that is a botch.
That is a botch! Ow, I may have to... I may not get to do anything else tonight. Because that's gonna be... Yeah, I gotta give you a paradox roll.
Murphy has come around and said, have some.
I am still going to point out that I have had to roll paradox a third of the rest of you. All right? I have to roll paradox so little. All right,
Who's rolled the most, me or Eleanor?
I think you.
4.
Oh yeah, no, that's 4 successes.
Wounded, but that means I am down to 2 paradox.
You take 4 bashing damage.
Yeah, bloody nose, headache from hell, stumble.
And what spell were you casting while you tried to do this?
Oh, that was a entropy effect.
What was the spell?
That was I was trying to make 2 new signs of don't look. Wait, no, those were my signs of stacking the deck.
All day tomorrow?
Oh no.
You ever see that cartoon Weird Al Yankovic was doing called Murphy's Law?
Yeah.
No, but I can guess where this is going.
Yeah. Just all day tomorrow. Small things that can go wrong will go wrong.
They'll go wrong.
Pour some
Coming
salt,
back at
cap
the
comes
luck
off.
mage.
Go up to the crosswalk, red light.
Okay. This is better than last time. I'll take it. Oh, I still need those dice, though. I'm gonna have to do that first thing in the morning. Which means I'm gonna have to wake up early, which means not all this damage is gonna get healed. But...
What are you at in terms of
okay,
damage?
fun. I'm at wounded.
You're at wounded? Just double checking the healing table. Bruised to wounded is 1 hour per point, so you'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have to roll this again in the morning because I have to get those stash.
So the night comes and goes, and it's almost completely uneventful. Stella.
Uh-oh. Yes, sir.
Almost.
You have a dream.
Oh, shit. Okay.
1 moment. Song.
I don't like this dream. Where was my scar, by the way, since I took a shower and would have had a good looky look of myself?
So you have a scar running down your chest. It's like you've been electrocuted, going like your chest bone, your sternum, going up to the base of your neck and clavicle.
Oh, hell yeah, that's cool. I like that. I'll take it.
Of course you do.
I like this. I now need another one for the other arm, and then I will have evened out.
I can reacquaint myself with some of this music. So, Stella, you've been to Fantastic.
Yes, I've seen my avatar and crow have a wonderful time. So well, I hallucinated it.
You find yourself
that music.
wandering around the park. It's empty. Even though it's at its prime hours, just a little after dinner before about 10 o'clock. Sun's gone down, lights are all on, the rides are all going. The sounds of joyous parkgoers are not here. The sights of joyous parkgoers.
But everything's
Bells
still on.
ringing, the jingling noises are all that there is. But the power seems to be draining out of it. The lights, the flashing bells, the sounds of cheap arcade games, and like those little carnival games that you see with like the spraying waters and the little racing tracks and the cheap things meant to fleece people by carnies. They slow down. Winding down. The Ferris wheel's turning begins to slow as the sounds of blown-out speakers distort, pitching down, all going down.
Is it going
As you
towards where we
walk-
left the node?
You were at the center of the park when the stream began, and now all of a sudden, it seems so much smaller as you try to walk over towards where that was. The park itself seeming to shrink in towards you. See the part of the fence where you left the node, where you left the pillar of the community. And you can see why the park is in its state. The skyline, you hadn't noticed it before. The towering buildings of the entertainment district of Thornton Beach, the distant beach itself, and the seashore that stretches on forever with the cliffs and the hills off in the distance. It, too, has been shrinking in. And you see it. The parking lot where you left the pillar underneath an old truck. The truck isn't there. The fence isn't there. The parking lot is bent and warped. Like the water flowing into a drain in a bathtub. The world itself is crunching in, distorting like a sheet, pulled into that drain. Sucking, swirling in. It pulls you in closer. Perched on a car that is slowly being dragged in, you see the crow. Its unblinking single eye looking expectantly. The ground you're standing on, you can feel it shifting. You feel your back pressed up against something. The fence,
Behind me.
the far fence on the other side of the park, it is pressed into you. The entire park has sunk into this drain.
This is my dream, right?
As far as you can tell,
I want to try and exercise some control over it. Does me having mind as my primary allow me to do something about this?
You can try. What do you do?
I feel like it'd be a slightly modified version of Mind Shield just to give me more control over this dream.
You begin casting the spell and nothing happens. The crow's mouth lolls open. Again, I've referred to this a few times whenever it speaks, just like the wolves in the Studio Ghibli film Princess Mononoke, where they lull open and move like they're talking, but the voice that comes out does not match the movement. A raspy voice crows from the bird. It's spent.
You're telling me that note's down?
It's staring at you. The world that you're in having shrunk down to the point in which the car it's standing on and you are both at both sides of this draining hole of reality. Soon. Not much left. It's so soon. No time.
We have at least a day.
Do you look into the hole?
Yes.
That piercing, sickly green eye stares up at you. But it's not green.
Oh.
And you can see more than the eye. Dry, but somehow wet flesh, like poorly made beef jerky, with black, reddish, purple, languid, sticky liquid clinging to the meat like syrup. Broken flesh like the cracked upholstery of a leather chair, surrounding that meat and skull as this hateful eye looks back up at you. And you see this face. For the players. Staring up at you from the bottom of the pit that the world is draining into. You can hear the rotted, leathery meat and skin creak and tear as it looks back up at you. The whole reality has drained into. Soon.
I
And you
flip him
awaken.
off. The last thing he sees is me flipping him off. I need to put that in there.
You awaken in your bed with your middle finger raised to the sky.
I'm going to say that Eleanor probably felt that immense oh no panic, and I'm probably in a cold sweat. For some heavy breathing. Eleanor, do you feel that? If I just get up from bed.
About 4 a.m.
Okay, she probably wasn't awake yet, but that would probably have woken her up.
It would be a quick panic.
All right, yeah, she'll be there. Four successes
Yep,
on
you're
a
there.
teleport.
Mm.
The sheets just come down. What is it this time? But we're gonna have to start sending your ass to therapy.
I'm gonna need therapy for seeing a mummy in my dreams. Just like heavy
She,
breathing.
she immediately just bites her bottom lip, like because she was gonna say something else snarky, and then just sucked it back in.
That thing's getting out. We've got a big problem. We got a really fucking big problem. That note at Fantastic Park is done.
So moving it didn't help.
I think it delayed it for a little bit, but it's fucked. I just had a
It hasn't
dream.
even been a week.
I know, but it's. I fucking saw him rematerializing. Can you wake up Yana so I can just show you guys what I dreamt?
Yeah, sure. There's just one of the other Fluffinors just like partially gets out of bed, falls on her face, and then kind of stumbles out of the room. Actually, that raises the question. Were we sharing a bed this time? Or did you fall asleep on the couch reading notes?
Anna?
Never mind, Deanna is in fact dead.
Sorry. I was
Yeah.
accidentally muted. Wouldn't I be up? Yeah, I didn't pass out from punching myself in the face, and I set an alarm to get up early. So no, I should be in there.
I think, yeah, she doesn't have to get out of bed. She's just like, she does like the
Leans
annoying
over,
kind of like
shakes.
forehead poke. No, it's like forehead,
Oh
like
God,
dead
no.
center forehead. The ding, ding, ding.
No.
All right, Stella has something to tell us.
Why no?
Quit your
Okay,
bitching and give me your hands. And she just like curls her fingers around hers.
Fine.
You don't even have to open your eyes.
Mm.
And
I'm
then
gonna take-
the Eleanor that's at the apartment just, all right, get this over with. I want to go back to sleep for another. Never mind, I'm not going to go back to sleep.
I'm gonna
3
take my time
hours.
for this
3
cast.
hours.
Just taking my time for it, just so I want to make sure it goes there and apologize. Like, sorry, this is going to be really fucking bad. I want to share that entire dream with them.
How many successes did you get there?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so you both see and feel the same dream Stella just had in a moment? The carnival, the world melting, the horrible thing at the bottom of the pit, the crow crowing the words. Yeah.
We already knew this, didn't we?
We didn't know that node was fucked, and by the way Crow's making it sound, we might not even have like a day or so, because that thing's screwed.
We should be alright for like a day. I hope. Oh boy. Okay. Thanks for the existential dread while I'm desperately trying to sleep.
Sorry, it seemed really fucking important since I actually saw him look back at me and talk to me.
Yeah. Did you have to feel what hate tastes like again?
Yeah.
Gross.
Eleanor, is he still in the box? Does that box still look okay?
I'm gonna have to go.
We both of us says at the same time.
The Fluffinors just kind of like falls out of the bed like a fucking ragdoll and then just stands up and goes. Okay, there's still one behind you.
Check the basement.
Yeah.
The sarcophagus is still there.
Prime sites.
So, the tether leading to the node in Fantastic Park is missing.
So there's only, what, 4 or 3? I forget how many there were total. Great. Fantastic, even.
What do you see, Eleanor?
Yeah, it's entirely gone. That's a quarter of the pillars down.
Shit.
Wait. So we're 1 pillar down, right?
Yes.
One completely down.
Well, maybe that'll make moving him easier. Silver lining.
If we're lucky.
If we're lucky. Otherwise, we'll nuke his ass. So...
You got any idea of like how long 3 pillars could hold him with all those notes?
Well, I've read them a bunch of times. As far as I understand it, pillars are being used to be able to utilize the magic that co-locates him in the 2 places. So if he starts falling out of alignment, I should be able to tell from the Shadowlands. And luckily for all of you, I'm doing that tomorrow. Today. Oh, it's today. Oh, I hate it here.
God, I hope you're right.
It should be okay. The magic doesn't decay that quickly, but it's gonna start making the other ones break down faster. We don't have a ton of time. That much we at least know.
How do the other threads look to you? I don't know.
How do they look, GM?
So you remember how the Wonder Pillar looked when you first saw it? Weak, but still there? With it gone, the pillar coming from City Hall, I believe that's the Justice Pillar, or the... Yes, the Justice/Duty Pillar. That's starting to look a little weaker. The Faith Pillar coming from the Cathedral, that's looking pretty drained. There's not a lot of energy coming into this thing.
What was the third one?
The third one is the Ambition/Personal Betterment Pillar, the drive.
That's the one that's fucking my college up.
Yeah, that one's still strong. That one's still full force.
Me low-key wondering if Justice would fuck over the Inquisitor guys. If we whacked it into the bloody police station. I think they're just right.
I think we're gonna work with having these be separate problems for now.
Yeah, it doesn't look like any of these are going to give out soon. Your best projection is the Faith Pillar might give out in about a month's time, kind of like how the Wonder Pillar did.
Two pillars down and we probably can't hold him.
We definitely need to get this sorted as soon as possible.
I'm working on it. Can I sleep now so I can work on it?
Yeah, sorry about that. That was just one hell of a panic dream of, oh shit, oh no, it is actually gone.
It's okay. I just need to get rid of this headache.
Oh, that's fair. It's alright.
It's okay. Thank you for letting us know. That tells me that I gotta
Just
put
hang it directly
fires
into
under
the pillow.
asses. Yep, pretty much just smashing a pillow. That's okay. I'm just gonna light fires under asses after I sleep. Okay, good night. And then Yana like forcibly rips her hand out of Eleanor and thumps back over on the pillow.
Looks at Eleanor next to her. You want to stay over, or are you porting back? Sorry about
I feel
that.
like for a split second she looks like she'll say something. Or like she looks like she's about to slide back under the covers, but then she does like the eyebrow wag is like, why are you offering me something?
She like choke back a lot. No, I just wanted to know if you wanted the couch.
Nah, I'm heading home. Later. Alright, give me let's do this again. Damn. 3 successes.
Yep,
2 10s and an 8.
Whichever Honor is inside of Stella's bed is no longer inside of Stella's bed.
It's the dark Anor.
Ah.
I'm gonna go back
She
to
just
bed.
slides back under the covers and disappears like it's an old Japanese horror movie.
Checks the covers like, yep. Yep.
Let's take that paradox before I forget.
Yeah, because you teleported not inside of your own house. That was vulgar.
Oh, I haven't been adding the other paradox. All right, hold on. We're about to have to do something.
The ones you were doing inside of your own home were fine because your home coincidentalizes them.
Okay, then never mind. I think we're still good then.
Yeah.
I was gonna take a few breaths and then go back to bed. She'll wake up again at 6.
Mm-hmm. So you all get what is effectively a nap in.
DM, how much does this fuck up my healing?
It doesn't.
Oh, good. I was so
Would've
sure I was gonna
fine
wake
if-
up bruised.
You would have been fine in 4 hours, and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like 4 a.m., so I would have slept for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, because I get to wake up nice and not quite Eleanor early. to try and do these rolls again.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get this part over with. God, he's so gross and creepy and awful, and I can't wait till he's dead. 3 successes. I think I need one more. There we go. So that should be 2 stash, 3 stash. Some good rolls.
That's how many successes total? That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7?
Yeah.
Okay, so at 3 successes, that'll get you the whole day. So that'll be 2 for 2, or 1 for 4, or 4 for 1.
4 for 1. I only usually keep these for a day.
Yes, that's 4 tags that I'll do 1 die reduction.
Oh, wait, no, this is stacking the deck.
Oh,
This is my
stacking the
reroll.
deck? Okay, so these are 4 dice reroll individuals.
Yeah. I'm not gonna grab Don't Look. I don't think I need it. So I just need to grab my time stash. And this one is the harder difficulty. Yeah, this one's difficulty 7, I think. It's time 3. Is that difficulty 7?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
That's
2
2 successes.
Need one more.
That's no successes.
None.
That spell just
Yeah,
ends.
none.
Yeah.
So I get to do it again. 3
That's
successes.
3.
Yeah.
And that's another 1. That's 4 total.
That should be enough, right? Because it's 2
that'll-
turns I'm storing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's 2 actions I store. So yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. And I don't have any signs of Don't Look for today. That's good. That's all I needed. Thank you.
Yep.
I'm gonna go. Oh wait, I realized we had said we wanted to send Willard to Fun Park because if he was gonna do this, we wanted to embarrass him. Do we still want to go to the mom and pop place, Marin, or do we want to move him to Fun Park to embarrass him?
I'm fine with either.
Then we're going for eggs. I punched myself very hard with Paradox. I want eggs. We're going to the mom and pop's place.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to stick
Alright.
with Eleanor and Yana. Going to a local mom and pop restaurant thing. We're just going to use the diagram.
With Miss Hawthorne.
With the ghost of Amanda Hawthorne.
Yeah.
She agrees to show up to this, haunting a place that she doesn't normally haunt. You arrive, this was like 9 a.m.
Yeah, 9 a.m. meet.
Willard is already there.
He was probably here 15 minutes early, the scrub.
You gotta be punctual.
Miss Hawthorne will arrive with you.
Assuming my spirit self is there too.
Oh yeah, right. You're coming with us.
I'm astraling my ass there.
Yeah, you got a casty cast, right?
Yes,
Or does mine just-
do magic.
Yeah, go do magic. You can join us with the magic.
Yeah. I'll do a few check-ins before, so I'll just say after. You guys said 9 o'clock, right? Is when the meeting is, so yeah, she gets up at 6. So there's a few things she'll do before, but I'll do the cast for that right now. That's 2 6s. I probably need to give you more for the astral.
Yes.
Taking time on this. Let's say she starts casting from like 8 o'clock. 2 more successes.
Alright.
How long would that keep me there for the astral?
Enough. There was 4 total successes.
4 total successes.
You could be inhabiting your astral body for the whole day.
Okay, yeah. She'll be in astral form then for when this takes place. After having done all that other shit.
Awesome.
This probably means I see my great-great-great-grandma and it's like, hello.
Does Astra let her see ghosts?
That's last time.
Yes, because you're not. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I trust the excuse I gave then as much as I
Whatever.
trust. Yeah.
Yeah, I could
Whatever
see
it
her, she
was.
could see me, we could interact, but the normal ass person who didn't have like spirit sight or anything could not see us, the same as a ghost.
I am going to ask if I can scope and see if Willard sees her. He said he couldn't, but I'm a distrustful bitch by nature.
Good.
And that's why we love her.
Actually, that's a good question. I'd like to make that scope better by like waving my hand in front of his face to see if he notices me. Like looking at him.
He's looking at you, Stella.
Gives him like a thumbs up.
He nods.
That should be obvious enough.
But can he see Ms. Hawthorne?
You can give me.
Yeah.
Oh God. Give me a wits. Empathy, maybe. No.
Have that.
Wits awareness.
I have that too. Okay, that'll be 6.
You got this?
And I'm gonna soak a willpower because I really want to know. Good thing.
That's a
Good
bot.
thing.
Well, no, you
That's a-
willpowered, so it's not a bot.
I willpowered. I get 1 success. Un success.
When the 4 of you come in here, he seems to be mostly paying attention to Stella. Amanda Hawthorne sits down next to him in the booth in the ghost realm, and he doesn't turn to acknowledge her.
Okay, that's enough for me.
But he can see my ass. That's interesting.
I would like to. I'm gonna have to. Nah, I'm just gonna make him touch my hand.
You.
I know. It's fine. I would rather do that than try to do a mind affecting spell on the fly. D10. Gotta turn on spirit sight. 3 successes. That should be more than enough.
So you cast that, and Agent Willard's eyebrow quirks up from behind his sunglasses. So we're just gonna show up in a diner, no hi, how do you do? Order a coffee, or gonna go for him casting spells?
I didn't want to be rude. It would be very rude to not be able to introduce you now, wouldn't it?
He extends his hand.
Thank you. Miss Hawthorne, this is Agent Willard.
Mr. Willard. Miss Hawthorne. I am to understand that your former paramour took credit for all of your achievements during life? Are you that surprised? Not in the slightest.
I'm assuming you brought something for her to look at to help you with your problem, Agent Willard.
This was an initial meeting. I wanted to make sure and confirm that Travis Reed was in fact the... Oh, it's not plagiarism.
Theft. We can call it theft.
Theft is for it. The thief that, Yana said he was. Again, I'm not surprised. It was the style.
Still a style, if you ask me.
Yes, has the technocracy gotten any better with its gender equality? Actually, yes, immensely.
Maybe your portion. I don't know if I trust the other side.
Oh, well, no, I don't think we're here for that politics. We can all agree that self-serving sacks of dog shit. All self-serving sacks of dog shit. Indeed, our organization did have, well, quite the chauvinistic bent to it. I'm glad that is lessening. Lessening is good.
Eleanor, could you set up the bubble before this conversation gets any more intense?
I'm on it.
Thank you.
This is larger energy shield, so forces 2.
Mm-hmm.
Unique
So
difficulty.
you can inspect the room.
What am I giving you?
Perception
Perception, I'm
awareness.
assuming?
What is that? Difficulty 6, right?
Yep.
I do have a specialization for the profiling. I don't know if that counts.
3
Stella,
successes.
you do not. Sorry. So what was that? Aaron?
3 successes.
Okay, you're good. You create the bubble. Prior to the bubble being made, Stella, you don't notice any federal agents here aside from Agent Willard. You didn't see anyone tracking you all when you came in. You do notice that there is someone watching your table. A woman who is middle-aged to older is approaching with a notepad.
So, a waiter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm mainly just going to keep an eye on everything and just actively say I'm looking out for everyone. Making sure no, we're not being followed, no one's trying some weird shit. That's my main thing. It's very obvious to everyone else I am the lookout more than anything else right now. My fear got asked.
Just after you manage to put up your sound dampening bubble, the older woman enters and says, "Now hold on there, sugar. I see that you're trying to get my attention. Don't gotta wave your arms around like a conductor or nothing. What can I get y'all?"
Huh?
She's asking for our order.
Oh, God. I haven't looked at the menu.
Can I get a I need whatever the equivalent on this menu is of a Grand Slam.
So full breakfast, pancake, sausage, bacon, 2 eggs. How you take those?
4 eggs, please.
4
Scrambled with
eggs,
cheese.
okay. Scrambled with cheese? And honey, you don't gotta look at the menu. What you want to eat? Oh, it's breakfast. We got the breakfast menu going on right now. Earl's working on lunch.
I want the same thing that she got. Sunny side up eggs and an extra side of biscuits and gravy.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all do sausage gravy? Is that a thing?
Oh yeah, we do. Honey, where do you think you is?
I have to make sure.
Yeah, there's places that are starting to do brown gravy now. Disgusting.
What's the word coming to?
It's not even that. I just wanted to make sure there was sausage in it.
No, milk gravy with your biscuits every time.
Tall, dark, and sunglasses. What you want? Bowl of fruit, hash browns, 2 sausages, eggs over easy, 2 eggs.
Oh, and can I get an OJ?
Orange juice. Points at you, Eleanor.
Tomato juice.
Tomato juice. Alright, we'll be out in that in about 15, 20.
Thank you.
Give us a holler if you need anything more, Sugar. She shuffles out the bubble.
I always forget that your conducting can look like waving down a waiter.
It was only one movement.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a breakfast place. She's made to look for it. You see how packed this
True.
place gets. All right,
Just
now,
a
as we were
sound.
saying,
Sorry, we all spoke at the same time.
it's fine. Was there more you needed to ask, Miss Hawthorne?
We can get into the technical assessment of reverse engineering someone else's paradigms at another time. Diners aren't exactly a place for laying out mathematical formulae about the underpinnings of reality.
Oh, cool. So we can use... Yeah, got you. And our side of the deal, what location would be conducive to us asking our departed friend his information?
I have in my possession his severed head.
Awesome.
Miss Hawthorne
Fantastic.
turns and looks at you with a moderate bit of concern.
As she turns, Salah just goes, "Don't worry, this is normal."
You've been at the house. You've seen the skull collection. How else do you think Eleanor got the information out of the vampires?
I think I know that you're hiding in a, what's the word? In a Barnes & Noble bookstore.
Honestly, any public restroom will do. I just need a door and privacy.
Don't we
Point
all?
still stands.
I'm merely concerned about the levels of enthusiasm about severed human body parts.
No, it's not the severed human body parts. It's what's in the skull that he has that is useful. That's the excitement.
I might have thought it was a excitement over the fact that he died screaming.
Oh no, I already
That's a
did that
very good
celebration
thought.
when I found out yesterday. We already had that little party. But fantastic. So we can just do a quick exchange outside. I don't know where you'd like to meet. We have had. She looks around. Nobody has paid attention to the table so far, other than the woman who came to get our order, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have had a complication.
Elaborate.
The first pillar is gone.
Gone, say.
It's not.
Yeah,
We're down to
it's
three.
not.
Oh no.
And he was very insistent on telling me he's coming back, the motherfucker.
Well, he's probably really pissed that you managed to get all of him out of you.
He can stay the fuck out of me. I'd like to incinerate him. Ugh. You just see a shudder at the thought of like, ugh.
Stella and Yana like shudder at the same time. Just-
Amanda looks forward with like 1,000-yard stare.
You just have Stella turn back and says, "Yes, extremely great grandmother. That curse did directly connect him to me. It wasn't great. I've had to tell him
No.
to fuck off on multiple occasions, including
No,
last
your
night."
exact phrasing just brought up mistakes from my youth.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, apologies. So the other pillars are holding but weakening rapidly. We're running out of time.
The other pills will attempt to compensate for the low energy draw, which means they'll burn out quicker.
Yeah.
If it gets down to even as few as 2, he could start exerting influence from outside of it.
Come on, referee. Question, did Agent Willard actually do anything when I called her extremely great grandmother?
No.
Okay, good.
He's got a very good stone face as well. Okay.
Can I read him for that?
You can try. Go ahead and give me a perception empathy.
With the profiling? Oh, hell yeah, with the profiling. That's 4 successes.
He seems to genuinely not care.
Okay, that's good.
He didn't even notice.
Miss Hawthorne, you know these pillars better than anyone. Is there any way that we could have you give us an idea of how much time we might have? We're not ready to move yet. And if they're weakening to make up for it,
It depends on how much he has noticed.
considering he sent a message directly to Stella to say that he was coming back soon, I'd say he's noticed.
Well, then we may have as little time as a day. If he's noticed, he will begin to continue testing his bonds and using some of his strength to either... She looks over at Agent Willard. As I said, he is a plagiarizing, stealing bastard, but his talents lied exclusively, almost entirely within the realm of manipulating fate. An entropic mage of near few parallels. Once he realizes that he is not so strictly contained he will begin plucking at the underpinning probabilities of reality to make his escape certain. And with given how much you have angered him, I would not be surprised if coincidences began piling up of those you care and love suddenly being in the city.
Can
I don't like that. You just see Star's eyes go wide. Wait, what? And she looks at it like, what are you implying?
She's
If
not
I-
elaborating, but Anna, you want to say something?
I was gonna say when she says coincidental, can I accidentally spill something? Considering what I'm stuck under for all of today, dramatic effect.
When she says coincidental, you accidentally brush your table setting and all of your forks and spoons go hitting on the ground. Yeah?
Yeah. Cool, great. What do we do to buy us more time? Because I can move pretty fast, but I have a meeting at noon, and if we only have a day, is there something we can do to strengthen it?
If he doesn't notice, we have a week. If he has noticed, a day or two. Which means sometime tomorrow or the day next.
Yeah, see, I need a little bit more time than that.
Well, Miss Barnes, do you still have that incredible amount of quintessence stored away in your basement?
You
She
mean
just nods.
Kill the rest of the pillars, give them some more juice, is what you're suggesting?
Yes. No one here has the collective requirement of, well, abilities to remake one of them. I did not have the full suite of spheres to do so in my life. I needed several of my co-conspirators and to alter the spell while they weren't noticing.
So we may need to call
have
in some friends.
Masters of spirit, correspondence, and probability.
There's just like a side-eye glance.
I got 2 out of the 3.
I got the last.
To the highest level?
Not me
Define
personally,
highest level.
but I've got some friends.
This might be outdated terminology, but fifth order me.
Doesn't mean anything to me.
I
mean,
I
you've
have
seen the
notes on
basement.
this.
You may be
So far,
able
that's
to,
the most impressive thing I've done.
You may be able to handle the distance, but probability and, well, spiritual manipulation?
I'll need to ask my family and find out what we have.
Well, if you could act quickly enough, you might be able to create a temporary fourth pillar.
Quintessence still seems like the better bet. If I take them away from
Considering
this,
the temporary fourth pillar would require an enormous amount of the stuff.
yeah, better to take the ones that we have and just spruce them up. We can do that. Transferring
I'm
that
starting
shouldn't
to
even
think
be a
rushing
problem.
this is better than trying to make another pillar.
Exactly.
Well, I don't think we have the option of stalling anymore.
All right. Hmm.
It should just require some prime to put some more quintessence into the pillars, wouldn't it?
And we
That's
have the quintessence.
Good, yeah.
I have prime, I just need the quintessence, and I could make some stops around and see if I can fill them up.
I'm assuming, Eleanor, you have a way to be able to move those things into a semi-steady state that she could carry around with her? Of whatever is left of that vat?
Yeah.
I do.
Do you want a useful idea of how much I still have left?
That would be good.
That little orb that I made in the basement, and she looks at Iana. That's about 1/3.
Jesus
Oh, good.
Christ.
So we've got plenty.
I'm sorry, orb in the basement?
Don't worry about
about it.
An eyebrow quirks up, he is worried about it.
Don't worry about it. It's a nuclear reactor in the basement, and I'm not a Boy Scout.
You're also not
Oh,
Oh, he's gonna worry about it.
I love face palms. Willa, did you say you have
Authorization.
Prime?
Let's just say we're handling plan B if this plan A doesn't go according to plan, okay? We've got it. It's handled. Nobody's seen it. It's all good.
Plan B is a nuclear explosion.
B for bomb, yes.
I've got no room to judge. Okay. He leans back.
It's also why I would likely recommend closing the museum for several days, just in case it does hit the fan, and the only result is to.
Yeah,
clear
it may
the
be
air.
time. It may be time to invoke that redecorating we had your matron handle and start moving the more valuable artifacts out. Because if we can't get this handled, we're not going to be able to move him anyway.
Do it under the guise of there being mold in the walls.
Or something.
Well, the museum is closed on Saturdays and Sundays anyway. I will have our people move what they can.
Excellent. Great. This isn't going to haunt me and be sitting in the back of my brain for the rest of the day while I try to learn how to walk the Shadowlands. No.
So are we still souping
Where's
up
the food?
pillars?
I want my food.
Stella, you were saying something?
Are we still souping up the remaining pillars then?
To buy time, yes. Agent Willard, you said you could help? I could.
Would make it easier.
You said you had a plan B, which is a nuclear bomb. What was plan A?
Well, plan A is... She looks at Miss Hawthorne and seems to be considering something before looking back to Agent Willard. The spell as it exists now is keeping him nicely under wraps, but there's some complications. In order to handle dealing with him, we need to be able to move him to a better location. In that case, I have to be able to utilize co-location magic. So I'm getting some training up, and we're going to see if we can handle a... She's thinking again.
You
I'm
wish
not good
to
at this.
move the problemed element before doing what?
Well, we're going to hand him
the method
over
of
to some...
disposal is the bomb.
No, the method of disposal, if we get this right, is he becomes a literal brick in the floor of Stygian. Means... Stygia?
Stygia.
He becomes a brick. And he goes in the floor, and he helps pay off some debts to some friends.
I'm gonna pretend I understood that.
Did anyone tell Stella about this part, by the way?
I don't think so.
So you also have Stella just going, what the?
We have access to a soul forge.
I assume a soul forge does what it says on the tin.
Yeah, that's what we did to Basson. He is a literal brick now.
Funny.
Yeah,
Genuinely.
right?
It's funny in theory, after seeing
Oh,
it,
no.
it's kind of horrifying, but he probably almost certainly deserved it.
He definitely deserved it. This is the best disposal method I have that doesn't involve using Plan B. We need to get him to the soul forge. I need to capture his soul in one of those jars that we saw Bismarck make and hand it over to them. They turn him into a brick, and that's that. A very valuable brick.
Question.
Yes.
This might be for you too, Hawthorne. His soul is in these Shadowlands. Ghost space,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Have we considered what would happen if you detonated your bomb in ghost space?
Well, considering the last time somebody launched a nuke into soul space and the soul tornado it made, I was kind of hoping we didn't have to go that way.
Yes. Maelstroms. How to explain this in a lens that you would accept. Nuclear fallout on a ghost level. Like that, but... Ghost
Worse.
Chernobyl. Ghost Chernobyl? Ghost Chernobyl if there was a hurricane. Oh. Yeah, we probably don't want that.
Soulnado literal.
I figured the bomb option was the idea of the complete eradication of his body.
Yeah,
And
that's
likely
the plan.
spirit if it's housed in it.
The plan is for a complete eradication of the body. This is the only way we know how to do it. And then hopefully I'll be able to catch the soul. But the soul without the body is greatly weakened. He should just fall into the Shadowlands like everything else does. This is the less destructive method, where instead we move the body and the soul at the same time, and I catch the soul, hand the soul over. Body has no soul. Body becomes normal body. Normal-ish.
Hmm.
But that means I have to figure out how to move something in the Shadowlands and something in the physical realm at the same time, and give them a place to land that is steady on both sides. And that's why I need a little bit more time. That's a lot to do.
It's about this time the older woman comes back with your food.
Oh, thank God,
Hell yeah.
breakfast.
She sets out Willer's food right in front of him and his drink. She sets out Eleanor's food in front of her and her drink. She sets out your food, Yana, and then sets down your OJ, and then your OJ immediately falls over in your lap. And
It's
when I
gonna
say
be
falls
like
over
this.
in your lap, I mean she put it near the center of the table, and somehow it's
Somehow.
jostled slightly. It bounces, rattles, and then flops right over and just right down your chest into your lap. Perfect bullseye.
All day today. All day.
Oh, sugar, I'm so sorry about that. Let me get you some towels.
That's all right. Not your
Get
fault.
you, get you
Towels.
a new OJ. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Not your fault. Thank you so much. Oh.
That's gonna be sticky in 2 minutes.
It's okay. I'll entropy it as soon as she's away from the table.
He has turned and shuffled and gone back to the kitchen for some towels.
I'm gonna entropy the OJ away.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully. Hopefully my die aren't gonna play into your funny for a second time today. 2 successes. 3 successes?
Three,
It's low entropy, yeah.
But no, this is to make the OJ like rapidly
Essentially
speed up and
evaporate.
disintegrate.
Yeah,
That'd be
evaporate
close.
faster.
That'd be 3 entropy, at least.
Okay, so 2 successes then.
Yeah. It's a weird textural experience you're feeling.
Yeah.
As you feel the orange juice rapidly go from juice to syrup to sticky to dust.
Yep.
Then you have to dust the orange juice off. Of
Go
yourself.
off. Yep. Ugh,
Like
all day
like
today.
Tang gone rotten.
I immediately reach over to grab the pepper to pepper my eggs and dump pepper all over my eggs.
Yes.
All day today.
Wherever you're going to, I don't suggest you drive.
Don't worry, I can't. Eleanor, could you ever so kindly grab the salt and lightly salt these eggs?
I assume she's muted.
You muted?
I'm assuming she's muted as well.
I'm sorry. I had to run to the bathroom. I was about to piss my pants.
Oh, you're fine. I didn't see a BRB come through, so I thought you were still here.
I was
Sorry.
like, I can do this fast. It's fine. Just let Yana be covered in orange juice. I can hurry. I've had to do it twice during the stream, and I don't know why. Fridays are just
I understand.
constant bathroom breaks. I didn't even have gamer steps today like I usually do.
Yeah, can you lightly salt these eggs for me? I'm not gonna keep touching things that I don't have to touch. It's just gonna be like this all day.
Sure. She just grabs the salt and goes to tip it over.
The cap comes off and your eggs are now covered in salt as well.
Oh, I thought it was just me. Okay, it's fine.
Did you get power?
She like looks at it and she's like real embarrassed about it and just like, do you want pepper?
No, I already dumped the pepper on it. Oh, okay. It's fine. I'll mix it with my hash browns. It'll even out. We'll be fine. It's just gonna.
How much of a
all day
container of
today.
salt was in there?
She has like 3 tablespoons of salt and pepper each on her eggs right now.
Oh,
Yep, I'm gonna mix them in with my hash browns, and
The old
we're
woman
gonna
comes back and says, "Oh, honey,
make
no,
it.
you don't. You sure you don't want some eggs with your salt? Good lord, you must be having the worst luck." She sets down another glass of orange juice.
Does this one spill?
No.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, let me
It's-
get you
it's
some
our-
new eggs. That we should have screwed those caps on tighter.
I feel so bad for her. I'm gonna have to give her the biggest tip.
She will come back with more eggs.
I'm so sorry. Please enjoy your breakfast. I'm just gonna be here. Is there anything more you two wanted to talk about?
While you were having grave misfortune with your eggs, the two of them were coordinating a time to meet up and discuss theory when the world wasn't about to end.
Good. I like that it's when the world isn't ending.
he's invested.
Right, so, Miss Barnes. You have a
Yes.
vat of quintessence.
Yes.
I have the ability to infuse quintessence into him. You and your group seem to have a better handle on the current situation and ways to go about solving it. I will buy us time by taking your quintessence and reinforcing the existing pill.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. She really doesn't want to give up the remaining of barrel of quintessence.
Doesn't have to give him all of it. Give him like 2 liters of it instead.
We just need enough to reinforce the pillars.
All right. Do you have something you want it to be stored in?
You said that?
Yeah,
What media is this quintessence in?
It's liquid.
I'll come by with a few milk jugs.
You know, I don't know why I was half expecting something a little more technologically interesting.
If it's Occam's razor and engineering, if it's a simple solution that works, use it.
All I'm
Right,
realizing
that's
is that
fair.
we're gonna look like we're distributing magic hooch. Our
I could
ancestors
bring
would be
jerry
proud.
cans instead.
Funnier, but no.
Can I mentally talk to Eleanor for a second?
Sure? Cast your spell, bitch?
I do not cast that. Fuck me.
cannot. No, you
That's a
cannot.
That's 2 paradox on my ass right there just for wanting to be inconspicuous.
Oh, isn't it +1 plus the circle?
This is coincidental, so it's just the highest circle. If it was vulgar, it's 1 plus the highest circle.
Okay, gotcha.
Right, well, so you just see Stella like wince for a second, and then she tries it again.
You really need to stop bleeding on people's furniture.
Just out of the ordinary. Like I was
She's just cutting it to the biscuits and gravy. She's going to town on the food.
mentally. One success.
I think technically Eleanor didn't eat
You didn't.
like any of the Chun food the night before, so she hasn't eaten
No.
since probably like either lunch or breakfast the day before.
Yeah,
The
neither of
shrimp
us have
food was
really eaten.
One very large serving just for Stella. She would have stuck around and cooked more, but then you sent her home.
Yeah. So we have not eaten
Yeah, that's one
She was
success.
still-
since lunch with
Just thinking
Baki.
about going to bed.
Yeah, we haven't eaten anything since lunch with Baki yesterday.
You were brought further eggs, Yana.
I am not salting them. I am not peppering them. I'm just going to eat my food. I am also starving.
You should try that with some hot sauce.
No.
No. That's one success, DM.
You can send a message. Yana, real fast, when you have your orange juice, it's like 90% pulp and there are seeds in it.
Oh.
It was fresh squeezed. Unfortunately, you got a little too much.
They got like one of those
Nose
like
wrinkles.
Orange Julius machines in the back.
Yeah, nose wrinkles up, but I drink it anyway. I deserve this. I deserve this. You want to know why I hardly ever have to do paradox rolls? Because this is what happens. This is what happens every time.
Do you say that out loud?
No, that is the player stating the reason why I'm so careful on coincidental and I'm so careful where I cast shit. Because the first time I did a major paradox roll, I got stuck in Chinese theater for the better part of a day.
This was coincidental. Mine just said "fuck you," but yeah, to Eleanor, I'm just give him like a 2-liter soda bottle for each node. How much quintessence would that be in each, instead of him just draining you dry of quintessence?
I could probably honestly just get like some Sprite bottles and empty those and it'd be the exact same.
Yeah, just so he doesn't rob you of all your quintessence, because I'm not sure how much we need, but I don't think he needs an entire vat before he makes off with some of it. I still don't trust this dude. That's all mentally.
For reference, I believe that it was a 100-liter drum, and that each liter is a point of quintessence.
Each liter, okay.
So you may need a bit more than that.
You need like 10 Sprite bottles.
Yeah, it's gonna be a couple gallons. Milk jugs is probably the best way.
That would still need a lot. There's only what? 1.5 liters, 2 liters in a gallon?
Liquid volumes of measurement in imperial thing.
It's 3. It's 3 liters per gallon. Yeah,
It's almost 4. It's almost 4.
Yeah, I've always rounded it up to 4 liters. Imperial gallons are 4 liters. But the US is just under 4.
Just decide how much you're willing to him.
20 at the most.
Okay.
At the most.
Then I want the 20 then.
She's not gonna say it out loud, but she'll be like, just bring something to hold it. I'll fill him up. You're not coming inside.
Very well.
And be less. She like waggles her fingers in the air. Federal.
This is a designer jacket.
Okay, but can you at least lose the glasses?
You can't see him roll his eyes.
Just Stella on the side going, not to be rude or anything, but I think I kind of prefer him over the Inquisition.
I haven't decided
Do you
which
say
is...
that, or is that a mental thing?
She says that.
Yeah, obviously. He's not going around killing people as much.
I don't think vampires
assume.
count as people.
Host people?
I don't think vampires count as people.
I've only killed
They're like-
one person this month. Thank you very much.
See,
He
he's
deserved it.
way below our batting average.
And let's be honest, more deserve that or worse.
So, no, I definitely prefer him over the everything is evil, kill it all Inquisition, who, by the way, is still a problem that we have to handle.
I
Have they
know
gotten
if
to you
these
yet?
guys do witch burnings, but I don't really.
If they
It's
do, they
been
don't do it in
awesome.
public.
It seems more like what they do is they want to do torture methods to be able to decide if anybody is held over, and then they also want to force us to deal with taxes.
We have to
I'm
pay
not
them for our
gonna
own
talk
execution.
taxes over and the public benefit over it.
No, not that kind. We're going to audit you instead of the Fortune 500 company kind. We're going to bury you in things we know you can't fight kind.
On that we agree. Government exists for the benefit of the people.
Exactly. Thank you.
And these are just a bunch of crazies that are mainly after vampires, but they apparently got your scent. So I'm not sure if they pitched up by you yet, but they're looking for you.
Yeah. Fortunately, lost a lot of contacts within a few years.
Of course they did.
Have you been going solo since then?
I wouldn't recommend it. Being a solo operative in the world of Magi is...
That's not what I'm insinuating. I'm saying that as in a tone that makes it sound like it's a bad idea, sir.
He shrugs.
Wait, you needing to get in contact with these people because you don't have access to anybody?
The oligarchs took a large amount of our contacts within the government, being federal operatives and agents, and a number of our super citizens. I forget the exact term. Technocracy wasn't just mages. There were a large amount of what you'd call sorcerers and just normal people. I'd normally have a false identity to the top, but times are tough, and the Washington front's not going.
Great.
You've seen it. Seen the idiot that just got elected.
And everything everyone around him believes, so yes. One existential crisis at a time. One existential crisis at a time.
Mm-hmm.
I drink my pulpy orange juice.
I don't think I'm...
He puts a $100 bill on the counter and removes his hand from yours, Yana.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to slowly make my way over to your home, Eleanor. I assume
I'll meet you there.
also there.
Now you're getting it.
Co-location is a very good ability.
I've grown quite fond of it.
Good luck to the rest of you. You have my number if the situation ups in inconvenient.
Just watch your back while the others are sniffing about. They seem like the type of, if they think you're involved in the slightest, they might just try and murder you for shits and giggles, so... More violent type than expected.
I wouldn't expect that from the Fed. Actually, no, I'd
Well,
expect
if you're
that
as
from
public
the
as
ATF.
possible, they're likely not to try anything.
When I
Seems
poked
like
around...
vampires are the one to be fine with public spectacles.
Well, when I poked around in the one's head, part of his reasoning was he'd either torture the information out of someone and decide whether or not to just get rid of them, because they can. So, no, it doesn't sound good.
He gives you a nod, walks through Miss Hawthorne, who shudders as it happens, and leaves.
Does he walk for me?
If you're on the same side of the booth as him, yes.
How does it feel?
Not great.
Rude. You know, he may have all these contacts and higher ideals and all that, but God, he could stand to use his work on those damn manners. I'm sorry, Miss Hawthorne.
It's all right. He couldn't see me.
He knew where
See
you were.
me.
You'd just been talking.
And he could see
High
me.
road,
That
Mr.
doesn't
Hall,
count.
High road. We don't stoop to their levels.
True.
You're gonna be alright with him snooping around? He wants your information after all.
We can't get inside.
He wants techniques on reverse engineering traditional magics. I'll tell him what I know, but he seems to be a branch of the technocracy that will not work with. There are a plurality within that hallowed organization. The group myself and the late Travis Reed belonged to were a bit more flexible in our understanding of the cosmology of reality. I don't think he is.
Unfortunately, it seems like they've gotten more stubborn in the time since.
Did you get the skull?
Oh, I think he's going to drop it off with Eleanor.
I hope he does. We need that.
He's got, yeah, well, I know he couldn't exactly hand it off while I'm eating my eggs.
He might have.
And he knows Eleanor's the one who reads the brains, so I'm pretty sure he's just going to drop it off with her.
Do you look in the booth?
Oh,
I do.
There is not a severed head in the seat where he used to be.
For a second, I thought he was cool.
Only for a second. Is there a
Girl can
bag?
keep open.
No, the only thing he left behind was $100.
Okay. Well, if you're gonna leave him to reinforce the pillars, I'm not really sure what I'm going to end up doing. I need to make sure there's some more warnings out for the Inquisition, and I suppose I could try and have a look if there's any vampires left. Actually, no, she looks at Miss Harford. Do you know what a question is?
She looks at you confused. I don't know. Is that some sort of an oriental food?
It's apparently some sort of Asian vampire. Similar, but not quite.
The Chinese or the Japanese or the Koreans have special vampires?
Apparently. These guys want vampires, and we murdered all the normal ones.
Why do the Orientals get mad at special vampires? Were not vampires enough of a problem in the first place?
I mean, reality is dictated by our beliefs. If their belief about vampires are different, that makes sense.
The normal vampire seemed to talk to doesn't. Well, he didn't seem to think there's something to be messed with, so I'm a little bit on the apprehensive side.
I mean, you say that, but there's already a micro-consensus around our vampires. What? What? This is why we tried to make reality consistent.
It is very confusing. So what's everyone
That
gonna
just
do?
sounds to me like hating fun. I think they're allowed to have their weird other vampires if they want them. It's a different culture. All cultures should be represented and all that stuff. Can I have some of your orange juice? Can I have some? Wait, no, sorry, Eleanor. Can I have some of your tomato juice?
Yeah, she like slides like a half-drunk glass across the table.
I stare at it. I consider carefully, and then I try to take a sip. I don't think a straw is going to make it any less likely that something bad is going to happen, so I apologize in advance.
You take a sip. You do not spill any on your clothes, but you do get splashed in the face.
I'll take it. It's fine. I'll take it.
Did you get paradoxed or something? This is a little bit extreme.
Yeah, just a little bit. It's okay. It's all right.
Well, I suppose that was bad as mine last night.
It's, the irony. I'm learning that fate has a sense of humor.
So what's the plan, guys? What are we each doing?
Well, I have a lunch date with Thea to be able to learn how to do the Shadowlands. Eleanor apparently needs to poke around in the head of a dumb fuck. What are you doing for today?
Well, I already gave out the warning to the wolves, so I am probably going to check up on the Inquisition and see if I can find anything on what I assume is still leftover vampires.
All right. If we're
Right.
lucky, maybe we can find something, some easier way to get into that dude's head. I'd like to know exactly what it is he's looking for and deliver it up to him on a silver platter.
Side note, that's what Stella did before this meeting, is cold call Alex.
Right. So, all that said and done, you guys split up and begin going about your plans. I'm going to call the session here.
Damn it, I didn't get to do my cold call.
Yay!
You'll be able to do